This is the second disappointing thing that's happened to me today.
Well, thankfully, your RAA home insurance covers you for ceiling damage caused by a storm.
Great.
And your claim won't be a hassle for you because all our claims are handled right here in SA.
Excellent.
So, what was the first disappointing thing that happened today?
I won the meat raffle at the footy club.
Oh.
We do more. Get a quote today.
Good afternoon and welcome to the NPL South Australia. It's round 2 action today, and round 2 proudly presented by Peeler. Visit peeler.com.au if your club needs a new set of goals. For 35 years, stadiums and elite venues around Australia have trusted Peeler to deliver high quality professional goalposts and flagpoles. They are also the exclusive preferred supplier to the AFL. Remember that name, Peeler, especially if you guys need some new set of goals or set some new goals for your club and get Peeler. Go visit them at peeler.com.au. Now, this afternoon's twilight game, round 2 action, sees South Adelaide host the Raiders. Live here from Panther Park at O'Sullivan's Beach, and you can probably tell that we're at O'Sullivan's Beach by the wind in the background. And let's not forget also RAA, always proudly supporting football in South Australia. You can get an insurance quote today, or if you want to during business hours tomorrow online. RAA, more than just insurance. Okay, today's match commentary team for the NPL South Australia round 2 is Paul Pelizzari, Rob Peppicelli, and our statistician today is Paul Bombardier. It's a very good afternoon to you, Rob.
Yeah, good afternoon / good evening, Paul. Good evening to the viewers that are watching this big clash today. It's round 2, as Paul said. South Adelaide up against Raiders. It's going to be a magnificent day. We're here at the O'Sullivan Beach Complex. We had the official opening of the ground. It's looking in magnificent condition. Obviously, it's artificial. Pitch out there, as you can see on the live streaming, it looks magnificent. It's going to be a great game today here at the O'Sullivan Beach Complex.
We're right above all proceedings here. It's a beautiful vantage point that we do have here at O'Sullivan's Beach, the sports complex here. Very nicely done too. Bomber, is it as windy down where you are, our statistician?
Yes, it's still windy down here, and welcome everyone to O'Sullivan's Beach Complex.
Okay, let's go through last week's results. Some very interesting results to kick off round 1. They'll come up on screen very shortly for you, and we'll digest them as we see them. And just see if they're not coming up. All right, well, I've got them here for you anyway, Robbo. So last week we had Adelaide City losing to the Croydon Kings 4-0. The two rookie coaches going up against it, Costanzo and Matriciani, and Costanzo coming out the victor there, 4-0. Surprised a few?
Yeah, certainly did, Croydon Kings, and they did play today as well. They won 1-0 over
West Adelaide.
Bombers got it. West Adelaide, that's it. 1-0 over West Adelaide too. So Ange Costanzo doing a great job down there. 2 games, 2 in a row wins for him, and the 4-0 last week against Adelaide City was a ripper.
Adelaide Olympic coming from 2-0 down to beat South Adelaide. Gee, they wouldn't want to repeat of that. The Panthers here today.
I think it was 20 minutes to go too. I think South Adelaide, speaking to Benny Dale, the coach of South Adelaide, just before the big clash here today, yeah, he was very disappointed. 2-0 after 20 minutes to go, and got done 3-2. Unbelievable.
And the Adelaide Comets in what we could call the Greek derby defeated West Adelaide 2-1. Not a good start for Stevie G and his new club.
Yeah, certainly right, and they lost today as well. As I said, Croydon 1-0 over West Adelaide. So 2 games, 2 losses to Stevie G down there. So the Comets 2 wins in a row, so they're doing okay. So yeah, good win by the Comets.
And another team involved in our broadcast match, last week's result, the Adelaide Raiders. We see them today against South Adelaide. They lost 2-0 to Adelaide United Youth.
Yeah, certainly did. Adelaide United Youth has a good squad there. Under Paul Pezos, they seem to fire quite well. Did well last season. They made the top 5, didn't they, last season? Adelaide United Youth, and they'll give it a bit of a shake
6
as well.
Top 6?
Top 6, sorry. Yep.
Okay, and Para Hills lost 2-1 to Metro Stars. Good start for Metro Stars.
Yeah, good start for Metro Stars. They've always got a good quality team, Metro Stars. Barry Hills with the new coach, Barney Smith down there. He'll get them going during the season, hopefully make that top 6 by the end of the season.
I don't know if I mentioned earlier on, the Raiders, of course, one of the newly promoted teams involved in today's broadcast match, but the other newly promoted team, what a baptism of fire and what a game it was to commentate. Campbelltown 2 were defeated by the Blue Eagles 3 at the death. Beautiful in-swinging corner, and great victory there for Voyo and the Blue Eagles, newly promoted to the NPL.
Right in the 93rd minute mark, didn't it? Kabidi getting that corner kick. He missed the first one with the corner kick, almost got it in, saved by the keeper, the young keeper in Signorello, but he couldn't save the second one, the corner kick again, there by Kabidi, right into the back of the net. What a finish. And Blue Eagles got their 2 Italian imports playing tomorrow night, that is. So now let's get to Adelaide City, so that'll be a beauty, and they'll be strengthened by the 2 imports.
Okay, now we'll have a look at round 2, which has already started. We'll go down to you, Bowman. I think you've got some update scores for us.
Yes, and these update scores brought to you by Green Play Australia. It's LA Olympic leading 3-1 against Northeast Metro Stars. LA United Youth defeating Campbelltown City 4-1.
Sure.
And obviously the result today from Croydon Kings. Croydon Kings defeating West LA 1-0.
Okay, both those Adelaide United and Olympic games started at 5 o'clock, so not yet full time.
What was the score of the Adelaide United one, Bomber, again?
Yeah, it was 4-1. It's 4-1.
To Adelaide United?
Yep, to LA United Youth. So
beating Campbelltown 4-1.
4-1.
Well, they haven't got their goalkeeper. He got sent off last week, didn't he?
Yeah,
so
but still,
they've got the young goalkeeper in.
4 goals.
Gee, what a start to the season for Campbelltown.
And tonight's kickoff, South Adelaide hosting the Adelaide Raiders here at O'Sullivan's Beach. 6:30 kickoff. We'll be kicking that game off very shortly.
And not forgetting on Monday as well, Adelaide Comets up against Barry Hills. 8:15 kickoff down at Jack Smith Park. So they're playing their home games down at Burkella's ground. And Adelaide Blue Eagles, this is going to be a beauty here too at the Martin Sports Complex. Adelaide Blue Eagles up against Adelaide City. What a start to the season. It's going to be, gee, Campbelltown. Someone said to me that they'll win. They'll be top by about 8 to 10 points.
Oh, well,
not a good start though.
It is early days and plenty of time to recoup points, but not a great start from the reigning premiers and the national premiers as well. So
exactly.
There you go. Okay, South Adelaide hosting the Raiders here today. It's all thanks to Peeler. Round 2 action, NPL South Australia, live from O'Sullivan's Beach Complex here, where, as you can hear in our mics, it's fairly windy down here. Might go through the South Adelaide lineup. And coming up also at half time, I've got to tell you that we have got an interview with Katrine Hildyard, MP, State Member for Rynell, and also Chris Reid, the Chairman of South Adelaide Panthers. That's coming up for you at half time. They'll give us a bit of an insight into the renos here at O'Sullivan's Beach. Great complex.
And many thanks to Phil Reid and the boys down here at the O'Sullivan Beach Complex. They set up the scaffolding here for us. We've got 2 utes, one on the right, one on the left for the camera guys.
No poles in the way today, mate.
No poles in the way. So many thanks to Phil Reid and the board down here at the Panther Park here. Calling it Panther Park.
Well, it is Panther Park. This is home of the Panthers.
Home of the Panthers. So yeah, many thanks for the help as well.
Okay, they're on screen, so we'll go through that South Adelaide lineup. In goals, Costa Zakharopoulos is in goals for South Adelaide. Wearing the number 2 today, Michael Good. Wearing the number 4 is Robert Parker. Number 6, Liam Wooding. He's come back to his traditional roots, if you like, his home ground where he started it all. Number 8, Sam Carmichael is the captain for South Adelaide. Number 9, Harley Jepp. Number 10, Donnie Pollock. I think he got amongst the goals last week, did he not? Donnie?
Don't know.
I think he did.
Did he?
Number 11, Jaden Lobasso, and number 14, Jake Carmichael. 15, Chris Ashwood. Number 16, Braden Micallef. And on the bench for South Adelaide this evening is number 5, Jordan Watson. Number 7, Nicholas Harpus, not to be mistaken with the goalkeeper that got sent off last week. Didn't change clubs, just quietly. 13, Jay Conroy. Number 17, Joel Smith. And the reserve keeper for South Adelaide, number 12, Callum Nissen.
Now, just looking at the South Adelaide Panthers ins and outs from the beginning of this, well, for this season. Obviously, they picked up Liam Wooding from Metro Stars. Donnie Pollock, he's played for a few clubs, hasn't he? Donnie Pollock played with Metros as well. He was from Burkalla. Chris Ashwood from Burkalla as well. Nico Harper, as you just mentioned, from Olympic. Braden Micallef from Adelaide United Youth. So, and out from last season's team, Adam Thurston gone back to the UK. David Thornton, Not sure where he went. It's got unknown. David Blaine is retired, and Dale Anderson has also retired. That's the Panthers, South Adelaide Panthers. Looking at the lineups for the Raiders team for today's big clash against South Adelaide. In goals, number 13, Nicholas Munro, formerly from Croydon. Number 2, Michael Acton was there last season with Raiders. Spent a few years with Adelaide City. He's in the starting lineup. Number 3, Kalalu Kamara. Number 4 is the captain, former Adelaide City player Paul Blafari. Number 5, former Metros. They've got a lot of former players, haven't
Absolutely.
they? In other clubs. Adam Van Dommel's down there. Number 10, Terence Carter, formerly from Comets, that is. Oliver Safaridis is also playing. Number 14. 16 is Ambaska Yusuf. 18, Josh Murray. 21, Jake Monaco. Number 91, Yasmin Sudic. And 99, Emmanuel Okello Phillip. That's the starting lineup.
I think. Is he?
You happy with
No,
that?
you got 12. No, I think Sudic you've got here.
Oh,
as a
on the
sub.
bench.
Yeah.
So on the bench for the Raiders, number 11, David Carossi. Number 7, Jackson Walls. Number 33, Thilo Wilkie. So number 91, also on the bench, Yasmin Sudic. And the reserve goalkeeper is Vasilios Trifopoulos, is also on the bench, reserve goalkeeper. The referee for today's big clash is Daniel Elder. His assistant is Robert Delagojevic, and the other assistant is Enrico Lo Sapio.
Is there a trend happening with the broadcast match always having Daniel Elder, Rob? Wasn't he our ref last week?
He was, certainly.
Very good referee too.
Look in the ins and outs also for Raiders. Like I said, a lot of ins for them. Rocco Visconti not playing in today's clash, got injured during training, formerly from Croydon, so he's one of the ins. Nicholas Munro, also from Croydon last season. Jake Monaco from Burkalla. Terence Carter from Comets. Ambaska Yusuf from Croydon. Oliver Safaridis from Burkalla. Kalu Kamara from Apia, 19-year-old, playing in their first team today, so be exciting to see him play. Also Emmanuel Okello Phillip from Southwest Queensland Thunder, also a 19-year-old. So those are all the ins. The outs from Raiders from last season: Michael Paleka retired, Mimi Savage is retired, and Jonathan Negus has gone to Playford.
Okay, we're just about in readiness. The referee's called in the teams, so just to get them all lined up and officially in place. But well, it's going to be interesting. This is our first look at the newly promoted Raiders. I wonder how many of these boys that you mentioned, a lot of ins from other clubs, were with them for that promotion push last season.
Yes, there was a few. Paul Blafari, definitely. Adam Van Dommel, also definitely. Michael Acton, also from, and David Carossi, I reckon, as well, from last season played. Josh Murray, if you remember, played with Adelaide City in the beginning. I think halfway through the season did make the trip down to the Raiders as well. So a few players from last season still there. Okay,
so they've got a fairly even task today. We'll go around the table. It's going to be maybe fairly hard to split these two. Newly promoted Raiders with South Adelaide. Always not one of the glamour teams, you'd say, like the big spending teams of you know, your Campbell Towns, Adelaide City Blue Eagles and the like, but always done quite well, and Benny Dale's done quite good with probably the resources available. And
well, if you remember last season, their first game of the season, they lost 10-0 to Adelaide City.
And everyone was writing them off.
Yep. He did a great job to get him back, and they were a chance for the top six, if you remember, the last few games. So yeah,
so it'll be a good test for the Raiders as well. And South Adelaide.
They've recruited very well, picked up some good players. Liam Wooding, I class him as one of the best players in the going around in the NPL.
The current Sergio Melton medal winner, isn't he?
2 years ago.
Who won it last year?
I'm trying to remember it now.
Sure.
Got me on a hop. No, Liam Wooding won it 2 seasons ago. There was a dual winner last year.
Oh, okay.
I'll try and remember for you.
So there's your lineups, and South Adelaide watching on screen, of course, through Facebook Live and through YouTube Live. Welcome aboard, and if you make comment, Rob's going to probably maybe go through some of those if he's got time. But South Adelaide in their all blue, navy blue strip, and the Raiders in their traditional red tops, white shorts and blue socks. Very Arsenal looking this afternoon. And South Adelaide, well, the red, white and the blue, predominantly the navy blue there. And they're the young ones with the red shorts. Always a little nice touch to see their heroes and maybe one day be playing on the the main pitch. It's always a youngster's goal, is it not? To make sure that they're on that main pitch. So it's a fairly gusty, windy day here. Bomb, I don't know if you can tell us. I can't see any flags to give me an indication, but it's like coming in our face. I would say it's going on screen from left to right. In fact, maybe across the ground from east to west.
It does look like it's coming cross ground, I reckon. I reckon it's about from southerly direction.
Well, yeah, as on screen, east to west, basically, from the coaches' boxes to our side, commentary side, going across the ground. We'll see if it's going to be favouring any teams. The traditional toss, of course. Sam Carmichael there with Paul Blafari.
Alan Welsh, I think, won it last season. That ring a bell?
Rings a bell, but you said joint winner.
I thought there was joint winners
Who
last
did he win
year.
it with?
I'll try and pick it up for you.
Both teams in their huddle, as you can see on screen. The Raiders, well, 2-0 up last week. Would have been very unhappy, Ben Dale, to come away from that game with no points. Olympics stealing at 3-2 in the end. Can they get a lead and hold on to it today? South Adelaide and the Raiders, of course, last week losing 2-0 to Adelaide United Youth, who are burning at the moment, currently leading 4-1 over Adelaide, Campbelltown, sorry. So there's an interesting result in the making. Well, we're just about ready for kickoff here.
No, he won it on his own.
Did he?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Sorry about that, Welshie. Alan Welsh won it from the Comets. Detroit came second.
So we're just about in readiness for kickoff here. Sullivan's Beach Complex.
Who are we going for? Who are you going for?
That's a good question. I'm going the draw.
I'm going for the home team, South Adelaide Bomber.
With the celebrations, I reckon I'm going for South Adelaide today.
So just about in readiness. Daniel Elder checking with his assistants. Very breezy. Just looking at the tops. Might be favouring Raiders now. Gee, he can hear it in the microphones. Very strong. Daniel Elder.
If you see us flying out of the commentary box and there's no more commentary, you know why.
Game underway. South Adelaide get us underway. Sam Carmichael goes backwards and immediately into attack. The Panthers on the far side of the ground. A good run there, and that is straight away Wooding into the fray, but too heavy on the touch. And you're right, Jimbo, I do love the new scoreboard. It's beautiful. The numbers, it's a lot nicer than last week.
Like
Just a bit more polish on that as Raiders now. You would say with the assistance of a breeze. Zafaridis.
It's going right across, mate. Do you reckon an assistant?
What was that? Handball? So first free kick to...
Straight across, correct. So it is free kick. Van Dommel goes short. Raiders in control. Blafari, the captain, goes short. Who's in that right side of the park?
Kamara.
Kamara, is it? He's got the ball. So Raiders going over the halfway line, trying to find the eye of the needle there. Josh Murray in the red colours. Goes in the way though. It's the Panthers, South Adelaide.
Donny
through Carmichael was there on that far side. We'll go all the way back to the keeper in Nicholas and Munro, formerly from Croydon. A few Croydon players have made the move to Raiders. There's Captain Blafari. Goes short, finds the play there. Okello Phillip. Back to Blafari. So just pushing it around at the moment. Raiders early in this first half. Right hand side. Goes into attack. Looking for the play there in Terence Carter. And cleared here by keeper Zacharopoulos. Panthers with the ball.
Looking at those corner flags, you're right. It is going across the ground from east to west. South Adelaide now getting the ball into their attacking zone, but Carmichael couldn't get that. Kamara will tidy up for the Raiders. Goes back to his keeper, Nicholas Munro. Short to Blafari. So Raiders come out of defence now with a long searching ball. Once again, that wind hard to gauge. Too hot for Zafaridis. And that'll be a throw into the Panthers. They were expecting, if the game went ahead on Friday because of 40 degrees, didn't. Around 1,000 people here on Friday night would have been the call, or was the call, but as we know in Adelaide it's 40 degrees Friday and Saturday, and all games got changed to Sunday and Monday. So now it's the Raiders Yosef doing the tidying up to his keeper, out to Kamara to the far side. Thought about going back to his keeper, thought better of it. So on the far side, almost a high foot there, but
It's acting, I reckon.
Raiders come away with that. Yes, we took his photo earlier on in the piece. And now Yosef, cut out nicely by Wooding. Finds Micallef, but couldn't gauge it too much behind him, so throw in to the Raiders. 0-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Time clock, Green Play Australia time clock. Just over 3 minutes gone this first half.
So Van Dommel with a throw in, throws it in board. Control there by Okello Flip. Sends it right hand side. Goes to, that's Okello Flip. And then goes into the arms of the keeper there in Zacharopoulos. Good keeper.
Well, these windy conditions, Rob, you'd test the keeper from distance, like we said last week at Campbelltown.
Yeah, it'll wobble everywhere, wouldn't it?
Very hard to gauge.
As it is on the far side, Panthers through Chris Ashwood. Goes backwards. Good is there. Goes back to Zacharopoulos. He'll clear it. Does well. Good jump there by Van Dommel. And as far as the defence of the Panthers, backheaded there by Parker. Only finds smoking Blafari.
So it's a free kick. The referee was going to play advantage. None seen. So that's the Raiders' first foul. Is that right, Bomber? Are we on the same?
Yes, it's one apiece in the fouls department, thanks to Green Play Australia stats.
So South Adelaide quickly taking free kick on the halfway line. Carmichael looking for someone up front. Foul conceded by Sam Carmichael.
Captain.
So Jake to Sam. Carmichael's, yeah. They bros? We've got a brother combination here, or?
Pretty sure.
So was that offside, Bomber?
Or foul.
Foul.
Second foul for
Panthers. So the free kick taken by the Raiders just outside their defensive 18-yard box. Kamara switches the play. Gave a task to Zafaridis and unfortunately couldn't control it. Very awkward ball. So it'll be a throw into the Panthers. Very testing conditions. We're not going to see too much skill, I reckon, on display with this wind. In fact, they can't even find the ball. It's been taken to the beach, I think. Well, good conditions for the players, nice and cool. It's definitely nice for the players to get this breeze, but just to control it might be a bit hard. So Robert Parker with a throw in on the halfway line for South Adelaide. Nice chest down by Sam Carmichael. He's received it again. It might be too heavy. Can he keep it in? Gets the cut back. Who's there to meet it? No one. Acton with a interesting attempted clearance, and still South Adelaide with a chance, but it's cleared by Yosef. Is that Maury out there?
Yep.
And it's come back to South Adelaide. Wooding finds Lobasso. Lobasso now goes backwards. Finds Robert Parker. Sorry, this was Robert Parker with the ball that gets crunched, and that's a foul and a card.
Spider-Man got crunched.
So first yellow card of the afternoon going to Terence Carter. And he just wants to make sure, just watching on the replay, very late, very awkward. Here it comes, and a sandwich, boom. Yeah, he probably had no eyes for the ball there. So that's the second foul conceded by the Raiders.
So Parker with a free kick.
Thanks to Green Play Australia.
6.5 minutes played. Here in the first half, Sullivan Beach Complex, Panther Park. So Parker will send it into attack. Looking for Donnie Pollock is up there. Knows how to score goals. Referee just now blows his whistle, so geez, it's a worm burner just about. Ooh. In the way Josh Murray looks like he might have hurt himself. Goes back to Parker, chips it in. It's come off the Raiders defender. So Panthers, I thought they were going to shoot there, but well done. Okello Phillip brings it into attack. Play goes down. Should have been a free kick.
Jeez.
It will be.
Now, that's very interesting. I thought it was just a tangling of feet. We'll have a look at that on the replay. Beautiful through ball. And I probably might have to get more slow-mo on that.
Early yellow cards too.
Let's have a look at this super slow-mo now. If we can see just the tangling of feet, or was it just out of picture there, so can't really tell. But a yellow card. Who was that to, Rob?
Carmichael, Jake.
Jake. So 1 yellow card apiece thanks to Green Play Australia. Sorry, Bomb, I'm taking away your stats duties. So free kick to the Raiders, and it'll be the captain Paul Blafari in the centre circle to take it. Breeze going, the wind I'll say, it's not a breeze, it's a strong wind going across the ground from east to west. It's a chance for Murray, goes wide to Acton. Raiders in possession in the all red, or red and white Arsenal looking this afternoon. And it's a chance now for Okello Phillip. Bit heavy on the touch, Peter Parker. No, it's not Peter Parker. And it's Robert Parker. Here's a chance for South Adelaide. Beats the goalkeeper. Open goal, and it's going to hit the post. Mikulev, Braden Mikulev. That's the first shot on goal, and it's hit the post.
First shot on goal in poster.
Had a chance, Panthers. So it'll be a goal kick to be taken here by Nicholas Munro. Braden's just looking up in the air again. Mikulev should have put that back into the back of the net.
Did the hard work, got around the keeper. Open goal, but angle against him. But as you said, probably still should have scored.
Parker with the throw in. Just didn't get down. Captain Carmichael. So Sam Carmichael goes to Carter. Carter just chips. That's not a bad ball actually. Goes out. Chance for Raiders through the play there in Monaco. Chance cut back. No one there though. The clearance was ordinary.
Yeah.
And
bit of pinball in the box.
Did that hit the upright in the end? Couldn't even see it at the end there. We'll try and pick up the replay. Poorly defended. There's the cutback. You see it in the replay. Goes back. Good cutback by the player there.
Yeah, back.
Safaritas.
Number 2.
No, just
Michael Good.
Wide of the upright.
Not a good clearance by Good. So now South Adelaide to come out of their defensive half. So the wind is, whilst it's going across ground, probably favouring the Raiders a little bit. South Adelaide through Good now. Goes short.
You wouldn't think so.
What's that?
Was that you? Your phone on. You normally tell me off for that.
So right. I've done a peppercelli.
I don't think so, Jerry. So the ball's with the Raiders. If you can see what he looks like, Jimbo, you'll see it as it goes on the right hand side.
We got a private joke going with Jimbo or something.
Goes out right hand side. It's Raiders going all the way back. That was Kamara. Cleared here by Nicholas Munro. Yeah. And it goes out to Zacharopoulos.
Ah, your little walkie-talkie trick, huh? So South Adelaide now coming out of defence. Under pressure. Jake Carmichael goes back to his keeper. Zacharopoulos goes to the far side. Good. Michael Good now. Up the line. Receives back. So still in their defensive half, South Adelaide. Good goes up the line. A nice little touch by Donnie Pollock. And they still have possession. Nicely through Jep. Goes wide. Michael Good with the throw in. Finds Jep. Could run out of line dust zone. That'll be a goal kick to the Raiders. So still 0-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. 11.5 minutes gone on the Green Play Australia time clock.
So it'll be a goal kick on the Facebook page. A few people on there. Joanna Donnan and also Marko Otonovic. Otonovic, come on Croatia. Come on Raiders. And Joanna Donnan, go Panthers. As the kick there by Nicholas Munro over the halfway line. Good distance. Ends up with Monaco. Goes short to Safaritas. Safaritas, I thought he was going shaped to shoot there, but it's off the head of Josh Murray.
It's off target for the Raiders. First one, Bomber?
First one for the Raiders, off target, and they had one on target too.
Ah.
And those stats brought to you by Green Play Australia.
So Zacharopoulos will take this goal kick. Breezy night. We're approaching
the twilight zone.
Yes, we're approaching 12.5 minutes on the Green Play Australia time clock. It is 0-0. Also on the Green Play scoreboard here at the O'Sullivan Beach Complex. As the ball is with Panthers doing a bit of a dance around.
Pollock.
It was Donnie Pollock. Goes short, looking for, well, did find Carmichael, the captain.
Could have won a free.
So Panthers tussling around there, goes down.
Well, where I said he could have won a free. The referee, I like this referee because Daniel Order likes to give a chance for the advantage, and then if there is no advantage, he'll call it back. So it's lucky he's got it in the memory banks. If you watch on the replay here, just being pulled there, maybe 50-50, but I think the second player, Monaco, made up the ref's mind for that foul. So Raiders, that's the
Captain Carmichael.
third bomber.
That's the third foul for the game. Thanks, and 3 apiece in the foul count too.
Nice close up there. You could see the arm there over the player, hence the free kick. So here's a chance for South Adelaide in this swirling wind. Wooding from distance, 35 to 40, chips it into the box, looking for Carmichael, too heavy, and that's gone out for a goal kick.
I think both Carmichaels were there, over their heads.
Sam was the closest target. And now Nicholas Munro will go short. To Blafari. To Zafaridis, back to Van Dommel. That could be offside. Yes, it is. Offside against Carter. That's the first one, Bomber.
First offside for the game.
New rule next season, Rob. The ball doesn't have to go outside the box from a goal kick. So when the goalkeeper kicks it to the defender short, the ball doesn't have to go outside the line of the goal, the 18-yard box. So
you can get it back.
That's next year, yep. That rule comes in. One of a few new rules for next season.
Interesting.
So that'll be a throw-in to South Adelaide into attack. 14 and a half gone on the Green Play Australia time clock. Still no goals to report here at Panther Park or
so
at
in other words,
Beach.
the defender can get it in the box.
Yes.
Okay.
So now Robert Parker with a throw-in for South Adelaide, deep in their attacking half. Gets it into the 6-yard box. A header on by Carmichael with the overhead kick. And
he was appealing for something. Handball.
Donnie Pollock there with the overhead. That's still a shot just off target.
So they're going to attack on the right-hand side. Raiders, but doubling back. Doing well. Ashwood. And lets it go over the goal line for a goal kick. Zakharopoulos goes short. Goes to Jake Carmichael. Goes back to the keeper. Can't pick it up. Goes to Ashwood. So Panthers just pushing it around at the moment. Remember they were 2-0 up against Olympic last week. With 20 minutes to go, they lost 3-2 in 20 minutes. So the throw-in quickly taken. Trying to find Pollock. Donnie Pollock. He's played for a lot of clubs. Started with Adelaide United, I reckon, youth. Gone to Metro, gone to Burkell, and now is with South Adelaide. There's a chance. And keeper does grab it in the end.
Brado Micallef.
Nicholas Munro throws it out. Right hand side of the park for the Raiders, and that's a Kamara. A few Kamaras playing in the NPL. Mamadi Kamara, if you remember.
What happened to T-Boy? T-Boy Kamara.
T-Boy, yeah.
Adelaide United.
There was another Kamara that played with Comets, wasn't it? Anyhow, the ball is with Raiders. Van Dommel. He'll lose out there. Goes out to Carmichael. Goes short. Pollock looking for the play per Yusuf. Did well. In the end, Parker gets it out to Carmichael. On the far side, left side of the park.
Jep.
Chance. Harley Jep. Leaves it for the play there in Wooding. Wooding cuts it back. Chance for South Adelaide. But the clearance has gone backwards. Not a good clearance, that one. There's a chance for Raiders to clear it now through Zafaridis. A little bit of a nudge, that one. Referee plays on. Still South Adelaide bobbling around. In the end, it'll end up with Munro, the keeper. Just relieve the pressure for the Raiders. With this win, very tricky for the players as well.
Yeah, it's very strong too. Probably no need to tell you that, as you can hear. So now it's Raiders coming out of defence. Blafari Goes short. Kamara up the line. Murray, the runner, could get onto it, but good defending, great defending in the end by Chris Ashwood. Concedes the throw in.
Big hello to Kosti Theopoulos. Give me a shout out, please, lads. Best commentators, for sure. Big shout out to Theopoulos.
Kosti Theopoulos.
What's wrong with Theopoulos?
Sorry?
You could be right though.
Theopoulos.
Okay.
So throw in. Acton on the far side for the Raiders. Tries to hack it into the box. Cleared by Lobasso. Good header on by Mikulev, but Raiders will come again. Van Dommel chips it into the hot spot. Headed away, not convincingly by Ashwood. Chance for the Raiders now. Murray one way, then the other. Tip of the box, shoots and just wide, but took a deflection, so it'll be a corner. I'd say that's about the first one.
First one, Bobber?
First corner kick for the game, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Thanks, Bobber.
That's the third shot, goal attempt. Watching that on the replay.
Yeah, second shot for Raiders on goal and one off target too.
So 3 in total, 2 off target, 1 on goal. And now they have a corner. Fairly even game. Just both teams having spells here and there. And now it's the Raiders' turn to dominate. So it'll be a left foot in swinger, aided by this breeze.
Zafaridis it is.
On the far side, Zafaridis, a lot of good height on that, very deep. Yosef got his head on it. Leaves it for Murray. Tip of the box, good defending in the end by Mikulev. Been prominent, Mikulev, for South Adelaide. So I've lost the ball again.
Jed Stacey watching all the way from UK. My nephew's Michael Good. So Michael Good playing today. He's a pretty good player, Stacey. So clearance here by Panthers. South Adelaide trying to get theirs. Pollock.
Gee, blatant free kick in front of the referee to the Raiders by Pollock.
I think he's an out-and-out striker.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Playing more in the midfield.
Cheap foul given away by Pollock for South Adelaide, as you can see on screen on the replay there. So it'll be Murray to put this into the hot spot. Josh Murray for the Raiders. Plenty of players at the tip of the 18-yard box.
Watch Van Dommel.
There's your height. It's the way it goes, very close to the keeper win. Bringing it around, it had to be tipped away for a corner. I'm going to put that as a goal attempt for the Raiders. I know it probably wasn't, but it was a save there by Zacharopoulos. Needed to be made, as you see on the replay, and a corner kick.
Yeah, with that breeze, it was swinging round. I reckon it was going in too.
Was it direct or indirect free kick?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I reckon it was a direct.
So
referee's hand normally goes up when it's indirect.
Right foot out swinger, the Raiders. Very central.
Gee, nice ball too.
Yeah, evaded all players, and lurking there was that and Van Dommel, yeah. So it'll be a throw into...
Should have done better.
Yep.
So new goal kick rule, does that mean opposition forwards can stand in the box during a goal kick?
No, not stand in the box, it's just
Mark
the ball doesn't have to come out of the box, apparently. IFAB are bringing that in next year. The ball doesn't have to come out, but the players cannot encroach into the box. Now another free kick to South Adelaide, as Murray the culprit on this occasion.
Gee, we've got multicultural watching this game today. Ashraf Nero watching from Germany.
In fact, no,
Frankfurt this game.
The other way, sorry. It's a Raiders free kick.
We've got them coming everywhere.
I should have watched the replay, shouldn't I? Yes, we have. Well, that's the World Wide Web, Rob. Live streaming through Facebook, NPL SA, the broadcast match of the round, through Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And Murray into the box for the Raiders. Evades all players, handball, blatant. Yep. And here's a new one for you too. The handball rule now, next season, if there's an accidental handball and the ball goes in, and this happened in the English Premier League a couple of weeks ago, and a goal was given, I think it was Sergio Aguero for Man City, scored for Man City, accidentally off his hand went in, that will now be deemed, and damned I suppose, but deemed handball. Yeah.
Even if it's accidental.
Yes.
Beauty.
And you score a goal.
If it's handball, it's handball.
No, only if you score a goal from it, not in regular play.
Okay.
So in the wall, you can still accidentally handball it.
Okay.
In protection. And another one, just on the wall, the opposing team have to be a metre away from the wall. These all new rules coming in from next season, thanks to IFAB.
Oh, okay.
So you know when in the wall,
The attacking player.
Yeah, the attacking player tries to be the decoy.
Yep, he can't. He's got to be a metre away.
Yeah, he's got to be a metre away from the ball.
So offside call on that far side. Referee assistant got his flag up. So South Adelaide with the ball. Harley Jepp on that left-hand side of the park. Looking good at the moment, South Adelaide. Can they get in there? Should have scored through Mikulev. Going back a while. It's an empty. There was no one there.
Open goal. Angle against him, in fairness.
Oh,
but,
well.
yeah, not a great angle.
I would have put that in.
Oh, please.
So the ball's on that far side.
Jepp.
I think Jimbo's laughing.
I'd be crying with that comment. And that's gone out for a corner off Blafari's head to South Adelaide. So how many corners is that, Bomber, for the Panthers?
So it's the South Adelaide Panthers, 1 corner to Raiders, goal, 1 corner apiece. And
So-
those stats brought to you by Green Play Australia.
I've got
Thanks,
Raiders
Bob.
as 2 corners.
So this is a good area to swing it in for a goal, like we saw last week. So who's taking this?
Wooding.
Wooding?
Liam
I reckon
Wooding.
he'll go for it.
Wooding, you predicted it last week. This time it's a bit of an outswing. A free header by
nice.
Carmichael. Skimmed off his head. They're claiming a deflection, but it's gone out for a goal kick.
Gee, he got good position there. Should have done better in the
Yeah,
end.
that's a goal attempt by South Adelaide. Off target, nevertheless. And
Gee, I've come here with my shorts and no socks and no nothing, and it's cold now.
please. Miss
What's going on with
Peppercelli.
this weather?
Easy, Miss Peppercelli.
So the Raiders with the ball.
Blafari foul for sure, yep. So foul, that's the 5th conceded by South Adelaide. Blafari under a little bit of pressure watching on the replay there, and just Mikulev going in a little bit too enthusiastically for South Adelaide.
So Blafari will take this free kick, switches it towards Van Dommel. Bit of pressure on it, well, not a fantastic ball. Butted up well, didn't he? Ends up, goes back to Monaco, to Van Dommel. Chance for Raiders. Here's a go, Terence Carter.
Free header.
Should have done better as well, but he's headed over the crossbar. So good movement there by the Raiders.
Absolutely, that's their 5th goal attempt, but gee, watch the replay. A beautiful weighted ball by Van Dommel, and Carter should have done better with his head on that occasion. In fairness, contending with this very strong wind, it's not a breeze. As South Adelaide now play the ball up the line. Sam Carmichael, the captain, giving chase, but Kamara coming across to tidy up.
Now, I'm not
Yes.
sure if this one's right. I am watching this game from Jamaica. Very interesting.
Why wouldn't that be?
Right, just
It's the World Wide Web, Rob.
everyone seems to be watching it from all parts of the world.
That's the beauty of the internet.
It is. It's Parker. Takes the long throw. Looking for the back head of is that Jake Carmichael, or Sam Carmichael that is. Wooding. Goes short. Chance of Mikulev. Can he make amends of what he missed before? No,
That's a
he
shot
can't.
off target.
Take it all. I won't read that one.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Well done,
that'd be a
Patrick.
sight.
Patrick, that'd scare
That'd be
the
a
living
bad sight.
daylight out of us. Van Dommel got the ball, says the referee. Monaco now for the Raiders. That's definitely offside. In fact, Carter knew it probably before it was even played to him. And young Pete, you can come back a little bit, mate.
And learn
Just
how
a
to
little
spell,
bit too close.
learn how to spell my surname, please.
So that's a 3rd offside for the Raiders compared to South Adelaide, 0.
Nah, South Adelaide have been caught once offside, Bomber, I think.
Okay.
That's it, Pete. Beautiful. Let's give the wide. What's that one, Rob?
Somebody from London.
Yeah.
Kevin
Perez.
Perez.
Kevin Perez. Perez.
Perez.
Here's a chance now for Jepp for South Adelaide. Wind's died down momentarily. It'll help increase the skill level here. On the far side, it's Chris Ashwood. Oh, he's got it to Jepp. Jepp under pressure, goes backwards. And nice turn by Wooding. Goes further back. Parker under pressure now is Lobasso. Wooding back to Lobasso. Taken off him by Murray. Murray now for the Raiders on the halfway line, bolting through.
Oh, well done.
Murray
Oh.
tripped again, and
He could be off.
I think he might be. This
Jake
is a
is
second
off.
yellow
Yep.
card.
Oh.
Good night, Charlie.
It was accidental, wasn't it? But
I don't know.
Put his foot out,
accidental,
didn't
Rob.
He? It was accidental.
Let's have a look
He just
on the
stuck his foot
replay.
out.
Maury put the afterburners on, little chip forward. No, definitely in the way. Professional foul, yellow card.
Yeah, I didn't
no
think he
doubt
meant
about
it.
it. What do you mean that you don't think he meant it? He meant it.
He tried to pull out. If you see the replay, watch.
No, he went into it actually. I think he lunged for it.
Yeah.
So that's Jake Carmichael with 2 yellows equals red. Now South Adelaide with a mountain to climb down to 10 men. Sorry, Rob, he leaned into that challenge where he had another defender.
But he was trying to, if you saw that, he's trying to pull out.
No, you're not
I know
gonna-
it's a yellow card. I agree with the yellow card, but I just felt sorry for him.
Got to call it the way it is, Rob. Unbiased. I know South Adelaide have been fantastic with us today.
I agree with the second yellow, no doubt about it, but he tried. I just felt sorry for him, that's all.
Maury, 2 in the wall for South Adelaide. Down to 10 men now. Very early, just a bit like last week. Maury chips it into the box. No one goes for it. It evaded everybody. And South Adelaide through Carmichael now has Acton in front of him. Carmichael getting pushed back with 2, giving him a sandwich. And South Adelaide from defence now. Win very strong going across the ground. Good distance on that. Jep the target.
Oh,
Jep's got
quick.
the speed. Jep won on well. Has done very
Oh,
well.
well.
He scores here.
Oh,
Great
good
save.
save.
That would have been one of the goals of the season. Jep, beautiful control.
Got a
Shot
bit of
and
toe on
save.
him, hasn't he?
Absolutely. That's a good save there by the Raiders keeper, Munro. Still South Adelaide into attack.
Once he got there, should have scored, but you're right, great save.
Did everything right. Beautiful ball control. Shot on toe. On
Raiders
goal.
under the pump.
You think that
Panthers
were down
reduced to 10 men.
yeah.
And they seem to be under the pump. Gee, some people are criticising the referee. That was definitely a second yellow. Definitely a second yellow.
And bearing in mind, that's right, if you missed the first one, he did receive, Jake Carmichael did receive a
Wasn't a
yellow
straight
earlier
red,
on. It wasn't
no.
straight red, it was a second yellow, unfortunately.
So Van Dommel on the left-hand side goes inboard. Monaco there. Back to Van Dommel. Yosef. Good player, Yosef. If you remember, played in the A-League for Gold Coast. Had a season with them. As it goes out left-hand side of the park, Carter. One way, then the other. Holly on and Mikulev. Well done,
I
Mikulev.
like this lad, Braden Mikulev.
Give him away.
Brilliant so
I
far.
thought he gave away a corner there, but he's won
Must have
himself a
taken
goal
the
kick.
last touch off Carter. See if we can see that on the replay.
Carter not complaining, so it must have happened.
Will we get any respite from this wind, Rob?
Yeah, maybe after the game.
When we're in our cars.
We can fly home.
So goal kick, South Adelaide down to 10 men. Still 0-0 though. Had a great chance to score not really one-on-one with the keeper, but a great save by the keeper. Jep was the player who could have scored for South Adelaide as Van Dommel gets his head on it for the Raiders. Zafaridis, throw in, South Adelaide.
That is a good point by Paul Downing. He did pull out of the tackle at the last, but it was too late. Sorry.
I don't know, you boys.
He was right. That's what I thought
No,
as well.
I thought he lunged in, but anyway, that's game of interpretation as Zafaridis now plays it into Mikulev. So they win a throw in the Raiders on the halfway line. Clubhouse side, Van Dommel still 0-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard, and Green Play Australia time clock sees us 31 and a bit gone in this first half. It's the NPL SA round 2 thanks to Peeler.
So the ball's on that far side. Panthers are doing okay. They've been reduced to 10 men. Still doing okay. Could have been 1-0 up a few minutes ago.
And they hit the post too.
It was Harley Jep running onto it. Then a great save by Nicholas Munro as they go left side of the park. Van Dommel goes looking for Carter. Can he run onto it? Does get to it.
Oh,
but,
that's a foul. I mean,
pulled down a player.
does he think the referee's blind or something? Seriously?
Oh, he's got the free kick.
They're calling for a card though, and probably
Could have been.
justifiably.
Could
That
have
was
been.
just a professional stupid foul.
It's not a professional. It was just a stupid foul.
And he's on a yellow card already, actually. So
Ooh.
Would have been very interesting. Fourth foul, Bomber?
You're correct.
That is 5 fouls apiece. Yeah, between
5 fouls apiece. So Carter on a yellow card with a very foolish, cheap free kick given away. Lucky not to receive a second yellow. Jep couldn't hold it. Acton can for the Raiders. Finds Murray on the far side. Gee, that's a body check there by Liam Wooding. Does the referee see that way? Is it a foul? I'd say so.
Yeah.
So Panthers conceding a lot of fouls this afternoon.
That's their 6th foul.
Yep. Thanks to Green Play Australia.
Your class this afternoon, 7 o'clock. I think it's evening.
Early
by now.
evening, yep.
Yeah.
Daylight saving here in Adelaide, South Australia for watching from around the world, which we're getting a lot of Facebook viewers from around
We're
the
getting a lot of
world.
messages too. I'll get to it in a second.
Free kick into the box, hot spot. Oh, so there's a bit of a head challenge there.
well done,
Michael
referee.
Good.
Liam Edwards, can I please get a shout out for my best friend Johnny Sins? He's a lifelong South LA member who got married today. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So he missed the game. So congratulations to Johnny Sins.
And another Johnny Sins. I hope he doesn't.
It's true. Matthew Huntley, why isn't that a second yellow?
Yeah, good
Could have been,
question.
could have
Good
been.
question.
And Paul Downey, inconsistent, that was a second yellow for sure. We tend to agree with that one.
So another one bites the dust. Someone got married today. So Raiders into attack. Okello Phillip.
Well, he thought the game was going to be Friday night. He would have been here, wouldn't he?
That's true. That's true, the poor bloke.
He has
How
to get
dare
married.
they
He can't
cha-
miss it.
Well, he
Can't
could,
miss
but
his
the
wedding.
wife wouldn't be too happy. So
Wouldn't have
Mick,
been his wife if he was here.
that's right. It would have been another stat, but it wouldn't have been a marriage stat. It would have probably been a divorce stat.
Exactly. So Zacharopoulos goes short. Is that Sam Carmichael?
Yeah, it's come deep to
I
get the
reckon
ball.
they've changed
I reckon they haven't. That's probably not a bad move.
due to the player being sent off. Yep. So Wooding goes short. Labasso was there, but Raiders have got the ball. Monaco cuts it back. Carter, what can he do? Can he turn and shoot? Good tackle
Well
though.
charged down. Chris
By,
Ashwood.
Ashwood.
Well charged down.
Well, that's a funny trick. Didn't work out in the end. Back of the foot, if you see that in the replay.
So that's
They get
another
that in time.
goal attempt by the Raiders. And that was blocked beautifully. So still 0-0 and Raiders man up. Well, I should say South Adelaide a man down really. Jake Carmichael's been sent off. 2 yellow cards, 28th minute.
Alameo Kabiti's watching the game as well. Great goal, Alameo, if you're watching it from last
week, yeah. He'd love this win today, wouldn't he? Alameo could probably get another one from a corner.
Yeah. So Raiders with the ball. Yosef trying to go into attack. Still Raiders. Murray trying to find Acton. Can't quite get there. Tussing there with Wooding. Wooding almost gave him an elbow in the
No, intelligence saw it over the line.
stomach. Now for
Can we use the VAR for that red card? Kevin Perez.
Probably could if the referee comes up here. Anyhow, Zacharopoulos will take it. We've played just over 36 minutes. The Green Play Australia time clock. It is 0-0. Also on the Green Play Australia scoreboard as it goes out. Up went Kamara. Ends up with it. Goes into attack. Monaco working hard.
Sliding tackle.
Referee waves play on as South Adelaide with the ball.
Gee, you wouldn't think they were down, man, would you, South Adelaide? Doing very well.
Carmichael leaves it for
Good.
Michael Good. His auntie's watching from overseas as it is left hand side of the park. Van Dommel's been busy. Looks up for Carter. Also there Monaco. In the way it's Ashwood finding his captain in Carmichael. Harley Jep
The 2 man buns combined earlier on.
goes out towards the player there in Labasso. Ashwood goes to Van Dommel. Late tackle, good refereeing. Free kick to the Panthers.
So foul conceded by the Raiders on the halfway line. Sam Carmichael that was fouled, as you'll see on the replay. Oh, just a little boof in the back. And now Robert Albert Parker to take the free kick for South Adelaide, shielding his eyes from the sun. And he's got the wind to contend with as well. Gets good distance on it, floats it into the 18-yard box. Carmichael shows the body. Monaco clears the ball. Carter controls it, sends Maury on a run. Can he keep it in? That's the million-dollar question. He can, but good, equal to the challenge, and sees it over the line. So that'll be a throw-in to the Raiders on the far side of the ground. 38, just over 38 minutes gone on the Green Play Australia time clock. And on the Green Play Australia scoreboard, it's still 0-0, and South Adelaide down to 10 men.
Gee, scoreline down at Campbelltown. We'll go through this, then we'll go through that scoreline.
It's could be a corner kick.
Wasn't Adelaide United leading 3-1 or something? Campbelltown have won the game 4-3.
Yes, Adelaide United were 4-1 up. What?
No, 3-1, I think.
I had 4-1, Bomber said earlier on.
It was 4-1 up, and now it's gone to 4-3, and Campbelltown went down to 10 men still. Another red card.
No, Campbelltown won 4-3, mate.
4-3. I've got Adelaide United winning 4-3.
No, it's got here.
I checked the app as the corner kick comes in for the Raiders now, very close to goal, and eludes all players too heavy.
The app does say Campbelltown 4-3.
What app have you got, Bomber? I'll make sure I don't use that one.
And someone wanted to know the score, Sturt Lion and Seaford. It is 0-0, full time.
So around the
So
ground,
0-0 scores.
Score updates thanks to Green Play Australia. Bomber, what app is that you've got that Adelaide United have won?
Normal football 24 app.
That's what I'm on.
No, you might be reading it wrong, Bomber. Just double check that, mate.
You put your glasses on.
Yeah, my glasses are.
So the ball on the far side, good, goes back to Ashwood. He'll go back to his keeper, Zacharopoulos. So to settle the confusion, Campbelltown did win 4-3.
And Adelaide United had a man sent off, not Campbelltown.
So they must have been 4-1 up earlier on then, because that's how it should be. As Monaco now from distance shoots, deflection, goal!
Oh!
And it's
he's been always there, wasn't he, Monaco? And he scores.
Monaco in the 40th minute, or Monaco, however you want to say it, he scored the goal. So Raiders 1-0 up. Watching on the replay, did take a deflection, bounced awkwardly, made it very hard for Zacharopoulos. Monaco just outside the box, right foot shot, deflected possibly off Liam Wooding, sent the keeper scrambling in the end, and Raiders 1-0 up.
Yeah, Bomber, you got it all wrong, mate. Campbelltown were leading 4-1.
Okay, so yeah.
That's okay.
It could be the Spandulo app, that one.
Well, I'm on the same one.
No, I know, but he might have the... You got the Apple version, he's got the Android version.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
We'll blame Android for that one.
No, we've got the same phones, that's okay. So
I'm trying to get an out for Bomber. I'm trying to help him out here.
So, Mikulev, it is Raiders with the lead, 1-0. So, South Adelaide trying to get back into this game. They're up a man down, though. Terence Carter for the Raiders, cuts it back, chance. But Zacharopoulos does get to it and quickly throws it out to his captain in Carmichael. Working hard is Zafaridis, and that goes over the sideline for a throw-in. So throw-in taken here by Panthers, goes out towards Labasso.
Patrick Zitch has also asked, what app have you got, Bomber? So even Facebook getting involved, mate.
So throw-in to Panthers. At least it's cooled down for the players.
What about you, Rob? How are you feeling, Miss
Feeling a bit cold.
Pepper?
I bought no jackets, no nothing.
You poor thing.
Yeah, I know.
Are we allowed to say man up? Or is that not a good term these days?
No, not a good term, sorry.
So throw into the Raiders. Deep in their defensive half, Blafari. Big strong wind going across the ground, as you could probably hear in all mics. Acton now for the Raiders, 1-0 up, gets the ball into the box. Who's there to meet it? Too close to the keeper, Zacharopoulos. Take that every day of the week. Lobasso, the bounce made it awkward. They did well, Carmichael, to get away with it. Would have been a free kick. Advantage played by the referee. Lobasso through the middle of the park now. Tries to lay it off, but too heavy on the touch for Donnie Pollock. And cleared in the end by Blafari. That'll be a throw into the Panthers.
Quickly throw in, goes to Parker. Finds Mikulev. He's been useful, isn't he? Oh, good bit of skills by him as well.
I like that lad.
Yep, Harley Jep tried to do something funny, but went over his foot. Acton, Maury. Like Maury's game so far. Goes to Acton. But well intercepted there on that far side. Wooding seems to be playing more in the back lines at the moment. As South Adelaide try to get forward. It's gone over the sideline. Will be a throw in to South Adelaide on the far side. They'll look for some movement.
Just a bit of history between these two teams. Not much, because the last time they met was in 2017. South Adelaide at home have played 4 times against the Raiders for 1 win, 2 draws and 1 loss. So not much history, but then again, as I said, you have to go back to 2017 when they last met.
Goes all the way back to Munro. Blafari. Captain Blafari. Goes out towards Kamara. He finds Acton. Maury again. It's been good. Back to Acton it goes, and it goes over the sideline. It used to be teammates down at Adelaide City, both Acton and Maury. Now playing for the Raiders. As they go short, Monaco goes out towards Okello Phillip. Kamara. Back to Kamara it goes, so runs with the ball, goes short. Yosef chips it up, Maury's there, squares it up. Gee, that clearance is off the side of the boot there by Ashwood and over the goal line for a corner kick.
I think Maury had the right idea there. Monaco just wasn't on the same wavelength there. He headed it to the 6-yard box hoping for a runner. Monaco was very static, and it was deflected in the end for a corner to the Raiders. Bomber, what do you make that there?
It's their 3rd corner for the Raiders compared to South Adelaide 1.
Got them as 5.
5
anyway,
corners.
Raiders with a corner, left foot in swinger, far post, and in the end Van Dommel watched it over the line for another corner. So 6 corners to the Raiders thanks to Green Play Australia. Coming up at halftime, I'll be having a chat with Katrine Hildyard, the member for Rennell, and Phil Reid, chairman of the Panthers.
So it'll be Raiders with this corner kick. Not sure who's taking. Is that Maury taking it?
Yep.
It swings it in, and chance for Yosef. Could have done better then. It's Safaridis cuts it back. Is that too far? It's ended up. Not sure who's that. Kamara.
Sure.
And he tried a pop shot, and it might have taken deflection. No. Oh, it's gone out for a throw in.
It's a shot attempt off target. I reckon that's their 7th, Bomber. We're on the same page.
Yes, we are.
So thrown to South Adelaide. Deep in their defensive half. Slad's been fantastic. Mikolev unfortunately just ran out of line. And we've played the 1 minute of extra time.
So the ball is with Raiders. Van Dommel cut out there by the South Adelaide defence, and it's over the sideline once again. A throw in to Raiders. Van Dommel. Blafari goes out short to Kamara. Good ball out to Acton on that far side. Okello Phillip back to Kamara. So Raiders finishing off this half quite strong, trying to find Carter. But Zacharopoulos takes control. And it goes out on that far side. So South Adelaide, Ashwood will switch play. Right hand side. No one there though. Keeper easily will cut it out. So that's half time here at the O'Sullivan Beach Complex. So Raiders go in at half time, leading 1-0 against South Adelaide. The goal scorer being in the 40th minute mark there, Bomber, Jake Monaco. So Paul's going down to have the interview down the bottom there with the chairman, also member of parliament there. So Bomber, if you want to do the stats while Paul's going down, and you can do the stats.
Yeah, stats. Thanks. Brought to you by Greenplay Australia. So it's South Adelaide having 2 shots on goal compared to the Raiders 6. Shots off target is South Adelaide 3 to Raiders 2. Saves. South Adelaide made 1 save compared to the Raiders 3 saves. The foul counts. South Adelaide had 6 fouls compared to the Raiders 7. The offsides, it was South Adelaide 1 compared to the Raiders 3, and the corner count, South Adelaide 1 compared to the Raiders 6. Those stats are brought to you by Greenplay Australia.
Thanks, Bomber. So score updates thanks to Greenplay Australia as well into the Premier League. We've got Olympic 3, Metro Stars 1. That's full-time score. Camptown 4 defeating Adelaide United Youth 3, and Croydon Kings 1 defeated West Adelaide 0. That's in the Premier League. In the State League, we got a progress score 0-0. It's Fulham against Burkalla. 15 minutes play. Full-time Seaford against Sturt Lions. It's 0-0. And full-time down there at White City 1 defeating Adelaide Victory 0. And full-time it's Modbury Jets 1 defeating Western Strikers 0. And I think we've got... Yep.
You know, I have nearly 7,000 Insta followers.
Wow.
But I didn't expect one of them to run into the back of my car.
No, but with your RAA comprehensive car insurance, if it's a write-off, you get the sum insured or market value, whatever's highest.
Oh, that's good.
Because all claims are handled here in SA, it won't be a hassle for you.
Great.
Looks like it was a bit more than a double take.
Hashtag that joke.
We do more. Get a quote today.
So why do RAA members enjoy that winning feeling?
Well, because having access to a range of trusted products gives them peace of mind. And the more RAA products they have, the more they save. And they get discounts at a huge range of events and retail partners. And they feel good about RAA community programs and sponsorships.
You guys don't miss a thing, do you?
It's all part of how we do more for our members and for South Australia.
Okay, we're back here at half
So
time.
why
It is
do
half time.
RAA
It is the Raiders leading 1-0 against South Adelaide. We've got Paul Pellizzari down there on the boundaries with some dignitaries. I think the chairman there, Phil Reid, and also we've got a member of Parliament there as well. So over to you, Paul Pellizzari.
Thanks, Rob. I have got Miss Katrine Hildyard, the MP and State Member for Rennell.
Hello, lovely to join you.
And what was the other title that you said to me earlier?
I'm also the Shadow Minister for Sport and Recreation, most importantly a huge Panthers fan.
Of course, most importantly, and speaking of Panthers fans, we've got Phil Reid, the chairman of the South Adelaide Panthers, and of course you're also the major sponsor, Phil.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, my business, Redesign Kitchens, major sponsor of the Panthers Football Club. More importantly, thank you for you guys for coming down and doing such a great job. To you and Paul and Rob and the gang out there, well done, boys. Great to see you supporting football. Love it.
Thank you for your hospitality. Phil, we'll get straight into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with the Panthers. And firstly, can you tell Rob that you're not Superman's dad?
I am Superman's dad, Christopher Reid. He's at home at the moment. He's sick, unfortunately. He's not playing today. How did I get involved in the football? He's back training, he's playing reserves, and he'll do his best to play first team this year.
And Katrine, I'll get to you very shortly. Yeah, that's sort of good that he's on the mend. Now, tell us about this wonderful redevelopment here, and I'm sure there's probably more to come. But how did this come about, Phil?
Well, first of all, it came about 15 years ago. Tony McIntaggart, a great leader of this club, had a dream of having a synthetic pitch and new lighting down here. He was also the ex-chairman of the South Australian Football Federation many years ago, and he had a dream of a new synthetic pitch. Thanks to the State Labor Party, they made funds available for not only this development but many others around the state. I've been involved in the game since 1972 as a player and an admin person, and I've never seen the FFSA and state governments pour so much money into the game that we love. And Katrina Hilliard had a great part in that. We went to many meetings, and thanks to the Labor Party, they released the funds, and that's why these developments have happened.
And what about the future, Phil? Future plans? I mean, the women's game is getting bigger and bigger. Have we got facilities for women here, or where do we go for in the future for the South Adelaide?
Look, we do have facilities down here for women. We're one of the few clubs that have got 4 change rooms down here, two change rooms just over there, specific for women's football. Our plans moving forward are to, first of all, establish ourselves as an NPL club, and then one day hopefully win it. That's our goal. That's why you play sport. You want to win.
And this is probably why we've got this lovely young lady here next to us.
That's very kind, thank you.
Well, I think I'm in the bracket of old now, Phil, maybe with you. So anyone next to me is pretty young, I would imagine. Katrine, firstly, tell us how you got involved in the club. You said you're a lover of soccer in South Adelaide. So how did you get involved?
Thank you, and thank you very much for being here today. It's a privilege to be here with Phil and all the fantastic people here at Panthers. I am a lifelong enthusiastic participant in many sports. And I must say the word participant because despite participating in many codes, sometimes at a high level I have a spectacular lack of any great success. But despite that lack of success, I deeply believe in the power of sport to bring people together, to include people, to treat people as part of a community family. And I think this club is an exemplar of doing just that. It's an exemplar of inclusion, bringing people together in our local community. So I have backed them as a local MP, and I'm proud to be here and to support them in any way I can.
I'm not much into politics, but the Labor government was mentioned. I believe I just read a little bit about you that you are with the Labor government. So what sorts of money and funds are available for grants for soccer down south here? And how often do they come about? How often can they put grants applications in?
That's a great question. So our former Labor government contributed $1.25 million to redevelop this club, to redevelop this pitch here. And that was, I guess, quite groundbreaking, as Phil said, in terms of us working together with the FFSA to bring this development to life. And it's been a great development for this club, for football and for our local community. Sadly, those grants are now done with the new government, but I will be working and fighting alongside Phil and everybody here at the club to make sure that we can keep keep getting funds into this club so they can keep doing the great work that it does with and for local people.
As you did say, Phil, the Labor government put a lot of money into soccer, and we're very thankful for that. I don't want to plug any sides but from the soccer supporter, I think we know who we should be voting for. Just lastly, Katrine, what other type of improvements for this soccer club, being a Panthers enthusiast, would you like to see your government assist once you get back in power in the future?
So as I said, I'll be working and fighting alongside the Panthers to do whatever we can here to keep doing the great work that they do. And I think there's sort of 2 things that I think about. Having chatted with Phil and other people here today, obviously this is a brilliant step forward for the club, but it would be great to have a grandstand and upgrades to the club in terms of verandas, etc. I think a few people were talking about Phil, but also I think that this club does such great work to include people, so I think there's also a whole stream of funding that it would be great to create and access that really means we can bring even more people from our local community together at this club as well. But Phil would probably have some more information about that, but I think anything we can do to keep improving here, Phil, would be amazing.
We need a commentary box, Paul.
Well, from the last time we came here, it's been a massive improvement, and just wrapping it up because we're just about out of time, the players are coming back.
Can I ask you a question, Paul?
Absolutely.
Now, you're a tragic Leeds supporter. How do you think you'll go? Do you think you're going to get promoted this year? Or are you going to be like another club like my club, Derby, and just get to the playoffs and not do anything?
Well, this is the first year. I'm always play it down, but this is the first year they look like they can actually do something.
I think you're right.
I'm not going to go out.
I think they'll get promoted. I think they'll get promoted. And just quickly, because the boys are coming back on the pitch, a big shout out to Adam Thurstons and Townsy over there in Malta. They're probably watching the game. Cheerio, boys.
Good on you guys. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Up to you, Rob. Thank you.
Paul, we need a commentary box too. Don't forget that.
How about a windbreak? A windbreak would be nice. So can we do something about the wind?
Cover?
It's always a bit windy down here. Hopefully the wind goes our way this half when we get an equaliser. Let's see how we go.
Good on
this
you.
peppercelli's a bit cold.
I'll get you a jumper, mate. I'll get you a jumper.
Thanks, mate. You're a champ.
Thanks for coming down, guys.
Okay, so Paul down there with the guys there doing a great job, Paul Pellizzari. But back here, the players are coming back onto the park, and Raiders are out at the moment, and Panthers still in there inside. Benny Dell, the coach of South Adelaide, just revving him up for the second half. So I forget they have been reduced to 10 men. South Adelaide, Jake Carmole getting sent off in the 28th minute mark. And they had a chance to go 1-0 up too through Harley Jett, but his shot was brilliantly saved. Yes, Bomber.
And it hit the post too, that one there too.
That's right, yeah. So the Panthers still in the dugout. Raiders are out, so yes, it's certainly going to be an interesting second half. But the Raiders are looking good. Good goal there by Jake Monaco, scoring in the 40th minute mark to keep that lead at 1-0 at half time. So
would you say he's the man of the match at the moment, or who would you go for at the moment?
Yeah, I could probably go for Raiders because just that 10 minutes. If I think Jimbo with that goal, if you could show that goal in that first half as the players come on, and you see the replay, as Jake Monaco, you see the shot, took a slight deflection, and Zacharopoulos just bounced in front of him, didn't it, Bomber? And into the back of the net it goes. So as you saw that goal there, and once again the slow-mo replay, camera guys doing a great job as Monaco sticks that into the back of the net. We've got Paul Pellizzari back with us.
Rob, I know you do the comedy here, but can I just say it's blowing a Benny Gale here?
No, it's Benny Dale.
Yeah, but I play on words.
Yeah, gotcha. So leave it to me, yeah. So the Panthers on the park.
You and Jimbo still having that private conversation, eh?
Always do now.
I think we're going to have to take
I like it.
We're going to have to take those headphones away, those walkie-talkies away from you guys.
So
I noticed you didn't have the volumes right up there before.
Which ones?
All three.
I had you up.
Hopefully those interviews
but
came
I saw
out
that
right.
was coming up to there.
Oh, good. That's
so
good.
I was looking at the...
So we'll see if there's any changes made by either of the teams. Raiders 1-0 up. South Adelaide down to 10 men, but maybe aided by this swirling breeze. I say maybe because it's comes and goes, and it's going across the ground.
Still across the ground.
So we're just about in readiness.
What's happening with the referees here?
He's not happy about something. Daniel Elder. Raiders in their traditional red tops if you've just joined us. White shorts, blue socks.
Not enough ground stewards, I think.
And the Panthers in their navy blue strip with the red and white on the sides.
Was he fair dinkum about that jumper?
Oh, you want that jumper, do you?
Man, it's cold up here.
And the lights come on at O'Sullivan's Beach Complex, NPLSA.
It's lit up.
Round 2, proudly brought to you by Peeler. And Daniel Elder's going to get us underway. He's got his assistants in place, his ground stewards in place, lights are on. How can the Panthers respond this second half as it gets underway? And it's Yosef for the Raiders, going to Van Dommel wide. Raiders lead 1-0. South Adelaide down to 10 men. Kamara up the line to Monaco, turns it over though. South Adelaide in possession. Donnie Pollock playing it tight to the line. Oh, Yosef and Pollock in a shoulder to shoulder. Monaco did well to keep his feet. Yosef now goes to the far side. Van Dommel looks up. What's on offer? Not much, so he goes backwards to Blafari, will switch to play. Acton does well to keep it in. Acton now for the Raiders. Gets pushed back, so good pressing by South Adelaide. Down to 10 men. Kamara switches the play. Keller Phillip. Wide to Van Dommel.
So Van Dommel on that left side of the park. They're going to attack. Too long though, easily cut out there by Zacharopoulos. Goalkeeper for South Adelaide throws it short to Wooding. It is on that far side. Is that Parker? It is. Chips it up in the way though, Raiders defence. Monaco's been busy up there in the best players. Fouls the captain for Panthers. He's down on his haunches again.
Haunches. Is that the first time he brought it out in 2019?
Correct. He is on his haunches though.
Gotta love the Peppercelli commentary.
So they quickly take it, Parker. Right hand side of the park, I reckon that's Mikulev. Yeah, I reckon I'm right. He's been up there in the best players
Absolutely.
too. There's Parker, go all the way back to Zacharopoulos. Goes outside his own box, switches play. Not a bad switch there. He almost knocked out good to get to it. And that goes over the sideline for a throw into Raiders. Kamara to take it, or he leaves it for Acton.
I just think the wind has taken away from the spectacle here a little bit because they're both two good ball-playing teams. And yeah, anyway, they've done very well, the lads, but to combat this wind is now was Lobasso.
He's going to lose it.
He's played it to good under pressure, gets fouled and wins the foul. So that's the first foul conceded by Raiders this second half, as you see on the replay. Obvious foul there by Monaco.
It's a foul piece in the stats, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Thanks, Bomber. We can't see Bomber anymore. He's gone.
He's down there with Jimbo.
He's in spirit.
Don't say that, please. There's a well-weighted free kick and well taken by the keeper.
No, he's in good spirit. That's what it is.
So Munro, good take. That's what you want to see from a keeper.
One good save too by Munro. As they switch play, Raiders. Kamara, ooh, that's not a good ball. Oh, he should have done better too.
Not happy.
It's good. So it'll be Acton. Throws it out. Okello Phillip finding Maury. He's been up there in the best players as well. Gets the cross. That's got held up by the wind a little bit. But over the crossbar it goes for a goal kick.
Yeah. So the lights starting to take effect here at O'Sullivan's Beach Complex. This round 2 action. NPL South Australia proudly brought to you by Peeler. And Peeler, as we said, your club goals. Set some goals for your clubs. Get your goals from Peeler for your clubs. They are the exclusive preferred supplier to the AFL, along with all FFSA and FFA goals here in Australia. So South Adelaide on the charge now. Good turn by Wooding, comes in board, tries the through ball, wind playing havoc. Acton keeps it low to Maury. Maury turns. Oh, sliding tackle.
That's a yellow card.
Yes, it is. Probably tell by my voice. And good there. Not a good challenge. Receives the 3rd yellow card, theoretically 4th yellow card of the afternoon.
Superman's keeping us up to date with his score updates. Christopher Reid. Is he at Sturt? He must be at the Sturt game. Anyhow, Sturt 4 defeat, or it's half time.
Half time.
Sturt 4, Seaford 3.
At half time, 7-goal thriller.
By the Superman.
It's a play on words because it's Christopher Reeve.
Yes.
But we know you like the superheroes here at South Adelaide. Parker, Robert Parker, also known as Peter Parker, Spider-Man. As now it's the Raiders on the charge. Carter promises so much. Good ball, through ball to Maury. Keeper to beat and does it.
Good finish.
Number 2 for the Raiders, and Maury, young Maury there in the 51st minute.
He's played well too.
Getting the 2nd for the Raiders. Just watching on the replay. Beautiful through ball by Carter. Still had a lot to do, did young Maury. He had Mikulev closing down on him. In fact, it was Ashwood closing down on him, chomping him in the end, and still having to beat the keeper. And Josh Maury, 51st minute. Raiders 2, South Adelaide 0.
Yeah, looks like one-way traffic at the moment.
South Adelaide,
reduced
of course,
to 10 men.
yes, reduced to 10 men, but Still showed a lot in that first half with 10 men. So Benny Dale's team has got a mountain to climb now.
So South Adelaide just pushing it around. Carmichael, the captain. Good touch, goes to Good. Goes short to Carmichael, trying to bullock his way. He's pulled somebody down.
He's got to be careful.
A yellow card too.
He's got to be careful. There's a lot of frustration coming into this. Watch this on the replay. You're going nowhere. The referee's moments away. This is the last sort of thing you want to do in front of the referee.
Well, he's grabbed his shoe. That's a yellow card, isn't it?
With your team already down to 10 men. So another foul, Bomber.
Yes, that's another foul conceded. So in the second half. So South Adelaide 3 to the Raiders 1.
So it's the Raiders with the ball.
That's
Hello, Philip.
That's the foul count, not the score. Just for those who might have had a heart attack at that stat.
It says up there 2-0. Raiders 2. Panthers 0. So it goes to Carmichael. What was that?
That could be a back pass.
Ashwood's in the way. Clever header. Back to Carmichael it goes. It's Sam Carmichael. The ball goes to Good. Back to Good it goes. South Adelaide go into attack. Goes to Liam Wooding. Does a funny trick. Who hasn't done anything though. It's hit the
Falcon maybe.
Yeah, hit the head of
Acton.
And it goes out for a
Let's
throw
have a
in.
look at this. Oh yeah, Falcon, all right in the face. That would have hurt.
So throw in taken, goes backwards to Ashwood. Can the South Adelaide get back into this game? Trying to run onto it was Carter. And that's gone over the sideline. Will be a throw in once again.
I can see a change happening for Croatia, for Adelaide Raiders.
Croatia? Who's that?
Blast from the past.
Sorry, Adelaide Raiders. Just let me see who's the number.
So it is on the Raiders with the ball on that far side. They go back to the keeper there in Munro.
Looks like a David Carusi might be coming on.
Goes back to Munro, back to Kamara. Looking for Maury in the way though, it's good. Wooding. Maury in the way though. Wooding trying to get to it again. Good tussle there by Monaco, but they lose out. South Adelaide haven't given up the ghost. As they go one way. Back hill to Good. Acton does clear it. Good clearance too to Maury. Chance for the Ray. He can go on his own. Run, Maury, run. His dad would have pushed it and run like crazy. He had a bit of toe on him, didn't he?
Absolutely. The great Damien Maury, of course.
But, good interception there by South Adelaide, throwing to the Raiders.
So almost 9 minutes gone the second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. And on the Green Play Australia scoreboard, it's Raiders 2, South Adelaide 0. And it's a throw into the Raiders, into their attacking half. Monaco goes backwards to Kamara. Kamara goes sideways to Blafari in the centre of the park. He goes wide to Van Dommel. Apologies for this wind, it's just been fierce today. Acton, clubhouse side. Grandstand to come in the future. Maury lays it off. Gee, almost too heavy on the touch there by Okello Phillip, and the South Adelaide will come away with it. Wooding now. Wooding's got Jep in front of him, but Jep holding the line to keep on side. Wooding takes it himself. Angle against him, takes it to the byline, and good defending in the end by Kamara for the Raiders.
So corner kick, taken here by Wooding, trying to take it quickly. Now he waits for Parker to come up. Ashwood as well. Chips it in. Headed backwards there by Carmichael. There's a shot in the end over the crossbar. It goes there by Lobato.
Change about to happen.
So goal kick to be taken here by Munro.
So it looks like Raiders are first to go to the bench. And it's 33 to come on, so it's Thilo Wilk.
Wilkie. No? Wilkie?
Well,
I think so.
Theo Wilkie. And Monaco going off.
So Alex Jones, Facebook page. Hey boys, watching all the way from Dallas, America here. Watching because my son, Joe Rogan, plays for the under 18s. Keep up the good work. We've got to see your son playing in that their first team soon. So Alex Jones all the way from America.
So goal kick. Raiders now in defence. Blafari just outside his defensive 18-yard box. Puts Kamara under a little bit of pressure, so goes back to Blafari. Goes for a gallop to the far side. Van Dommel chips it forward. Fresh legs on the park. Wilkie. Thilo Wilk.
So thrown on the far side, South Adelaide. I've got a feeling if they can score, they can get back into this game. It's a feeling in my bones.
I think you need to have your bones checked.
It's cold. It's very cold.
So free kick to South Adelaide.
That's true. So the ball is with the South Adelaide.
Robert Parker. We'll put this deep into the 18-yard box. You would say the wind going across the ground, but should aid him with this free kick. Lobs it into the box. Evades all players, and a free kick given away by Carmichael.
He's given away a few.
He has. Just watching on the replay there. Untidy getting up there into Yosef's back. So many fouls is that, Bomber, this second half?
That's 4 fouls to South Adelaide compared to Raiders 2, thanks to Greenplay stats. Greenplay Australia stats.
Well done, Bomber. And just getting a bit untidy, South Adelaide. A bit of frustration coming into their game.
It's in the twilight zone at the moment, aren't we? With this lights on, getting a little bit dark. It just hasn't taken off.
You got the Jimmy leg because you're freezing, aren't you?
Freezing. Sorry, mate.
It's like an earthquake up here. So the ball in the middle of the park, a nudge in the back there by Parker, and the referee just held off to see if there was an advantage. So the Panthers conceding another. That's their 5th of the half, thanks to Greenplay Australia.
On the far side it is at the moment. Raiders leading 2-0. Can the Panthers get back into this game? 10 men South Adelaide.
Cheerio to Bobby Benkovac and Tony Cash from Fairfield.
Where's Fairfield?
I don't know, but
is that
no, French flag I think is
Sydney.
the icon
Sydney.
Yeah, there's a Fairfield in Sydney, but I reckon that's a French flag, so I don't know if he's in France or what. Anyway, the ball's in the middle of the park. Liam Wooding, taken off him by Yosef. Interesting challenge, and the 2 testing challenges there in a row.
It's a Croatian flag, he's right. So it is on the far side. South Adelaide. Lobasso quickly takes the free kick. Ashwood.
Good.
Yes, that's good. Goes left side of the park. Pollock.
Kamara's played well too in defence.
Pollock hasn't done enough. Well, he's gone off the flag there just about. And, South Adelaide with the throwing. Good, will take it. Looking for Wooding. Cleared here by Raiders. In the way, Ashwood. Raiders. Murray goes down. That's a free kick against Carmichael. Ooh.
Yellow card.
Not happy with something. Is that Lobasso?
Yep.
Gets a yellow card.
So that's 5. If you count the double, 3, 4, 5 yellow cards this afternoon. 4 by South Adelaide and only 1.
Yeah, he's been good, Murray. Murray's been good.
So half an hour to go in this game, round 2. South Adelaide down to 10 men and down 2 goals. So you think the Raiders in a canter should see it through for the 3 points. But let's see what South Adelaide have got. As Kamara goes inboard, Yosef leaves it for Okello Phillip. They go wide to Van Dommel. Plays it inboard, gets a 1-2 almost. Well, that was the thought, but it was cut out by Mikalev. But they'll come again, the Raiders. Awkward one for Kamara to control. Does eventually on the halfway line now. Goes backwards to Blafari. Raiders in possession and Raiders in control.
Certainly are at the moment. 2-0 up. Green Play Australia scoreboard. And on the Green Play Australia time clock, just on 61 minutes. We're approaching it. Lobasso. No one there up front. Ali Jepp was there, but easily cut out. They go back to the keeper there, Nicholas Monroe. He will clear it. Good ball too. Finding...
if that got through.
Finding Acton. Almost got it through to Josh Murray. And Acton will get himself a throw-in. Good touch there by Raiders. Player Wilkie. Josh Murray cuts it back. Wilkie. Chance, but cut out there by South Adelaide. Captain Carmichael. Good. Ashwood. In the way is Acton. He's played well too. Okello Phillip. Oh, that would have been offside, I think. Murray. Too strong the ball though, over the goal line for a goal kick.
Well, 3 stats in one action there. Goal attempt, on target and saved.
And it could have been offside.
4 stats.
Could have been if he got to it.
So it's all Raiders at the moment here at O'Sullivan's Beach Complex. Good distance on that considering this wind here today. Gee, you have to be very careful of Bus or how he went in for that challenge. Yossiev tied his up back to his keeper. Munro goes short to Kamara, goes to Blafari. Blafari goes to the far side. Van Dommel up the line. Wilkie, the recipient. Now Wilkie may switch the play, does so. Acton for the Raiders. They want to make sure of these 3 points as they play it up the line. Maury tried to get fancy, didn't work. Putting himself under pressure was Ashwood, but up the line.
Ooh.
Almost turned it over to Okello Phillip.
Another change is going to happen.
And it's going to be the Raiders again going to their bench. Well, it might be a double change here. 13 and 91, so 13 Jay Conroy coming off for South Adelaide. And it's Harley Jepp, who I thought had a good first half, probably faded in the second. And 14 coming off, Zafaridis for the Raiders.
Sudic on.
Who came on?
Yasman.
Sudic.
Yasmin, sorry. Sudic.
So a couple of changes by both teams. And it's going to be Conroy coming to take the throw in his first duty. Fresh legs on the park. Up the line. Yossiev clears. Parker gets his head on it. Lobasso goes wide. Too hard, too heavy for good. And that's out of play. Well, we came up with the air conditioner on, Rob, and we're going to probably go home with a heater.
I reckon. So the ball's on the far side. Trying to go in to attack the Raiders. Wilkie was there, but it's got Ashwood in the way. Up and under with a kick. Trying to find Mikulev. In the way, it's Blafari. Oh, it's a free kick.
No,
referee waves play on.
It's got a bit of a dive there, Acton. Bit of acting by Acton.
Goes out. Looking for Mikulev. Well done, Blafari.
Good body work.
And concedes. Doesn't concede. It is a goal kick.
So Raiders 2-0 up on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. 19 and a half minutes gone in the second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. And South Adelaide down to 10 men. Tommy Briscoe watching. G'day, Tommy.
No, Damien.
Damien Murray and Tommy Briscoe.
And his son's playing well too. Well done. To Josh
Who's Tommy Briscoe playing for these days?
West Adelaide, I think.
Still?
No, he's not.
No?
He's playing somewhere else, I think. It might even be Cumberland. Anyhow, it is South Adelaide. Going all the way back. I know he was at Comets last year, but I'm not sure who he is with.
So
still with Comets.
Throw into the Raiders. Michael Acton coming across to take it. Him to attack. Wilkie, Maury. Maury looking for support, goes backwards. Kamara up the line, but ran out of line. Looking for Maury, but ran out of line in the end. South Adelaide. Sullivan's Beach complex here is like the West Beach Shores regarding the wind. Gee, Ossieff late on that challenge. Could find himself in the book. South Adelaide supporters want him in the book. Surprisingly not to get in the book, I've got to say, on that challenge.
Should have been a yellow. Anyhow.
Daniel.
Wooding.
So floater into the box. Carmichael with the target, but didn't get his head on. In front of him was Parker. And an easy take for Munro in the end.
Throws it out. Goes to Sudic. Sudic goes backwards to Van Dommel. Okello Phillip. Cleverly goes to Yusuf. They're pushing it around quite neatly at the moment. Carter hasn't really done much today. As it goes to Micallef. He's got a bit of skill, hasn't he?
Got the ball, got the ball.
Yeah. I like his skills.
Just going back to Carter, Rob, he's a player that delivers so much. When we saw him last season, I thought he was an excitement machine, but he's gone off the boil a bit. Well, I mean, only one game, a big call,
That's
but
right, yeah.
Just odd.
Yeah, he's with Cumberland United, Briscoe, I was right. So anyhow, South Adelaide with the ball.
Ooh,
goes
another late
backwards.
one. Advantage played.
Robert Parker. Ashwood's done okay. Goes out to South Adelaide's Conroy. And he sends it into attack. No one there though. Only as far as Kamara. Couldn't control it. Goes over the sideline. It'll be a throw in. Pollock. Goes to Wooding. He's worked hard. Conroy. Inboard. Carmichael. Chance for South Adelaide. They stretch it out on the far side. Good. Goes back inboard. Not a good ball though.
Hospital ball.
Carmichael. Ooh.
Had to be careful.
Had to be. There's a chance for Raiders. Here they go. Murray. Can he get to it? Good work there by Conroy. Doubled back. Murray with the ball now. Goes one way, then the other. Gets that cross there. Not a bad one. And that's cut out there by Salad, and away goes South Adelaide.
Good feet by Murray. Carmichael now for South Adelaide. What can he? Oh, he turns it over cheaply. Okello Phillip says thank you very much. Chips it forward. Wilkie, the recipient, and left foot offside. Wouldn't have counted. How many's had this half, Bomber?
That's the first offside for the Raiders in the second half.
I concur. So now the wind, just looking at the flags and the debris on the pitch, maybe going from left to right now. No, it's still blowing across the ground. So now Zacharopoulos has come a fair way out of his box, goes short. Parker for South Adelaide. Lobasso, good turn, could have been fouled, was. Free kick to South Adelaide.
Yeah, Facebook friends are saying the referee's let a bit go. He has of late, hasn't he? Raiders going in a little bit. So the South Adelaide, Wooding. Cut out though by the defence. As they go into attack, a chance for Wilkie on that far side. Murray goes in the middle. Wilkie looks up, looking for Murray. Goes one way, then the other. Goes to Wilkie. Shoot, lad. He does shoot, but straight to the arms of the keeper there in Zacharopoulos.
I know it's easy in hindsight, but he had a couple of good options with Carter and Murray that maybe should have gone first time. A bit of hesitation. Another foul picked up by the referee against the Raiders. Yossieff is pushing his luck a little bit out there, I think. Fifth foul, Bomber, this second half. In fact, the referee going to calm things down.
That's a sixth foul to the Raiders.
Sixth foul, one behind you, brother.
Kuzman, not happy with something, standing up on that far side.
He's got the shorts as well, Rob, so he had the same idea as you.
Silly boy.
So free kick now, Parker to take it for South Adelaide. Gets good distance on that, right into the box, mind you. Carmichael the target, cleared in the end by the Raiders up to the halfway line. Lobasso couldn't control it. Handball given away by Okello Phillip. Quickly taken. Wooding did well for South Adelaide. Lays it off. Good. Tried to find Wooding, couldn't. And cleared in the end.
That extra player makes a difference, doesn't it, for South Adelaide, that extra player.
Captain Blafari's been stout in defence as well.
So it'll be South Adelaide on the far side. Looks like it's good. Looking for Pollock. Goes all the way back, the keeper from Blafari. Munro sends it over the sideline on the far side. Be a throw into South Adelaide. Good to take it. Goes down inside the box there, headed out though by the Raiders defence. Up in the air it goes. He's had a bit of fire, hasn't he?
Wilkie, yeah. Wilkie? Yep, he's been a good addition.
Yeah. He's a little goer. Up in the air it goes and over the sideline for a throw-in to Raiders.
So I think the wind's picking up, if anything. It's not easing up, that's for sure.
Telling me.
I reckon we might get blown off the scaffolding in a minute. So Acton finds Yossieff. Goes back to Blafari. Blafari from his deep defensive zone goes wide. Van Dommel chips forward. Wilkie the target. Parker intercepts. Wilkie gets the foot on it. Parker gets his head to it. Comes down eventually to Wooding. Lobasso. Nice turn. Wooding wanted to get it in the end, but it's going to be cleared by Blafari. And Sudic couldn't control it, and that's a throw into South Adelaide. Far side of the ground.
So South Adelaide with the ball. Still got that strange feeling if they could pull one in, put one in, they can get back into this game. They're 2-0 down at the moment. South Adelaide, foul after disposal.
Well, here's your chance.
Carmichael going down.
He wants a card, that's what he wants. He got the foul, and there's a blatant nudge by Yossieff, who's really pushed his luck, I've got to say, with the referee this half. How many's that, Bomber, this half they've conceded?
That's
Raiders.
8 fouls.
8 fouls.
Conceded compared to the South Adelaide 6. Thanks to Green
let go a few. Ken Wooding. Would he go for it from here?
I reckon he might go for it from here and might just wait the crowd up to get behind their team.
So Wooding's got his hand up, which means it's a cross. I don't know, to tell you the truth. Wooding, it is a cross. It's a terrible one.
Cross shot. Don't really know what that was.
So out for a goal kick. So another change looks like it's happening on that far side.
South Adelaide going to their bench. Number 7, lucky 7, Harpus. Nicholas Harpus. And 16 coming off. Well, I thought Micallef had a good game. Yeah.
Good skills, the lad. Watch him in the future.
So Nicholas Harpus on for Braden Micallef.
So on the sorry, it's getting cold. We've got the sniffles now.
Got a hanky, mate?
I've got my t-shirt.
Please.
So the ball's with South Adelaide. Labasso trying to find the player that came on. Harpus.
Wilkie.
Goes out to Wilkie.
Offside flag up.
Ooh, he was offside then. Wilkie.
Wilkie was, yeah.
It's a second offside to the Raiders.
Rico, the referee's assistant, got his flag up.
Martine Quigley. Wilkie, Wilkie, Wilkie. All the yes.
Somebody likes him. He changed it at half time, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think the ref has left his yellow cards in the change room. Paul Dowling. Probably agree with you on that one, Paul. Probably because your name as well. Parker for South Adelaide. Lobasso, good control. Nice ball. Pollock goes wide, good. Up the line, back to Pollock, too heavy, I say. Gee, he did well, Liam Wooding, and that's a penalty. Here's your lifeline, Rob.
Told you.
Here's your lifeline. Well, a foul. Let's have a look at that on replay in the box. It's good movement by South Adelaide on the far side.
Yeah, they were pushing it quite neatly, weren't they?
Pollock, I thought it was going to run out of play, but Wooding didn't give up the chase, and boof, Blafari. He's done nothing wrong all day
Is that
except
a yellow?
that. No yellow.
No yellow.
Just a penalty.
So, penalty, who's taking it? Pollock.
Donnie Pollock.
Ooh,
His
pressure's
Donnie's
on.
good. Well, we'll see.
So, Donnie Pollock. Can he make it 2-1? I did say if they can score, they'll get back into this game.
Down to 10 men, South Adelaide.
Can they reverse it from last week? They were 2-0 up.
Is Don is good? We'll soon see.
So Donnie Pollock, can he make it 2-1? And the spot kick, he does, and it's 2-1. Panthers are coming back with 10 men as well. Can they do it? So watch that replay. Good penalty there by Donnie Pollock. Just puts it to the right. To the back of the net. So can Raiders hang on? It's 2-1. Raiders 2, Panthers, South Adelaide 1. 76 minutes played, and that's thanks to Green Play Australia. So Wilkie goes to Terence Carter, looking for Josh Murray. They could go out for a corner kick. Well done, Zacharopoulos. Picked it up before it went out.
Let's see if the crowd can get behind the Panthers now.
They've got a bit of spring on their steps.
Plenty of time. Long clearance. Van Dommel's been good as well. Parker for South Adelaide. Looks up, goes short. Good, goes back to his keeper. So they'll start again through Zacharopoulos. Ashwood. Almost turned it over. Wilkie. He's been good since he's come on as well, Wilkie, for the Raiders. As Bombers referred to him, Croatia. And the Croatian supporters would absolutely love that comment, Bomber.
That might come back into the fray.
No, don't say sorry. I think it's good, acknowledging our history. And it's Parker clearing it up the line. Pollock, he's come to life a bit more. Carmichael, couple to beat, 3 to beat in fact. Does so.
Look at this.
Wooding to Pollock. Pollock now. Murray coming to do some defending. Acton. Where was this gusto at the start of the second half? Ashwood. South Adelaide.
It was coming. I could feel it.
Conroy, maybe that's right. Oh, that's a free kick. Play on advantage. Well done by the referee. Oh, good work, Wooding. Parker on the halfway line for South Adelaide. Looks up. Goes along the ground. Get it into the box, boys. Liam Basso switches. Why would you do that with a wind, a gale at your back? Chip it into the box. Cause confusion. Possibly wrong option. Easy from up here, though. But throw in now to the Raiders. It was a good spell there for South Adelaide.
Still got their chance. Raiders with the throw in, right hand side. Gets it down, headed on there by Carter. It's been all South Adelaide the last 5 minutes, boys. Up in the air it goes. Push out there by Murray. Referee saw that one.
Sounds like a Boeing 747 in our eardrums, doesn't it? Taking off.
Goes out quickly taken. Referee
says
wants it taken again.
Yep.
Wrong spot. Bit pedantic, but okay. He's been okay too, Ashwood. Oh, it's only stopped.
Oh yeah, for 2 seconds.
So Ashwood chips it up. Can South Adelaide get this equaliser? No pressure on the keeper, easily taken there by Nicholas Munro.
So that's where you want to see Carmichael just apply a little bit of pressure on the keeper without doing anything too crazy. It's good now, he had a chance, turned it over. Acton now up the line for the Raiders. Murray giving chase. Conroy there, so is Ashwood. Ashwood clears it, skies it, and out of play. So 35 minutes almost gone this second half.
I can't even write, it's shaking.
Green Play Australia's scoreboard is 2-0 in favour of the 2-1, sorry, in favour of the Raiders. Robbie's getting hypothermia up here, I think.
As it goes, Raiders. Carter trying to find Wilkie. Tussling there with Ashwood.
Don't think about it, Rob. The more that you think about it, the colder you're going to get.
That's true.
Just think of how hot you were in the last few days here in Adelaide. Just think of that 40 degrees.
Yes.
I feel like you're getting just cool.
Or how I look, hot.
No, definitely not.
I know what you mean. As it goes to Carter. Intercepted there by Pollock. South Adelaide, can they get this equaliser? Carmichael, I can feel it. I can feel it as it goes to Good.
It's your arthritis, mate.
Is it? As it goes into attack. Too close to the keeper though, easily taken there by Munro. As he throws it out once again.
they're showing glimpses. You wouldn't think they're down to 10 men, the poor fellas. Imagine with 11
Exactly.
v 11.
Ashford, he's been good.
Yossiev's down in the middle of the park.
Goes and turns to Pollock, trying to find the player that came on. That was Harpers, yep. And away go Raiders.
Oh, he's onside too, Wilkie. But Good's coming back to do the defending. Wilkie now has got a couple to choose from. Goes backwards. Sudich. Back out to Wilkie. Carter's calling for it in the box. Morrie wants it. Morrie gets it. Tip of the box. Good turn. Wilkie was the target, but Parker in the way for South Adelaide. He's played a great game too. He's turned it over. So the Raiders now through Blafari. Almost on the halfway line. Van Dommel looks up, chips it, wanted a runner, got a runner, keeper comes, hesitated, Parker under pressure, does well to clear it, but skies it more than anything. Parker again with his head. Well, Bassel, Wilkie into his back, that's a free.
Kick, yep.
Yeah. So another foul by the Raiders. Bomber, how many is that we got this half?
Raiders are up to 11 fouls conceded compared to...
They've conceded a few, haven't they? Gee.
South Adelaide 6. Thanks to Green Play Australia.
How far away is that mic from your mouth, Bomber?
Looks like
Give me a sound check.
Substitute coming on. Off went Yusuf, and he's on there. Is that Karossi?
There's not too many left, it could be. Or Walls. What number is he?
I reckon it's Karossi. Looks like him.
Legs 11 it is. David Karossi. And Yossiev off, injured, I would imagine that change.
Do you think so?
Yeah, he cramped up a bit, maybe a bit underdone. So the free kick, this is what you got to do. Long pumping ball into the box. Too long for Carmichael, couldn't judge it. Harpers couldn't either. And just to make sure of it, Kamara has played well in defence as well. Well, there's about 8 minutes of normal time to go for South Adelaide to get something out of this game in the box. Pollock goes down looking for a second.
Ooh.
That was Liam Wooding, sorry. Not given.
Replay coming up.
Let's have a look at this on the replay. Liam Wooding. Kamara, not really, we couldn't really see much there. Daniel Elder in the way of that vision, but he was in the best position to see.
He did exactly the same thing as Carmichael got when he got sent off. Anyhow, you can still get back into this game. Still 6.5 minutes to go plus time on. It's on the Green Play Australia's
Oh, he's got to be careful.
Time clock as it goes out. It is on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Raiders are leading 2-1. South Adelaide trying to get back.
Well, good reflexes, young Pete. He saw it coming at him. And Bomber, did you get a touch down there?
No, I didn't get a touch down there.
Okay.
So South Adelaide takes the throw there. Conroy. Carmichael, the captain, trying to find Pollock in the way though. The defence in Blafari. They're coming. South Adelaide are coming. But they're going to huff and puff with this win and blow everything out of the way. So they go into attack. It is Raiders. Wilkie with the ball. He's got a couple of players to I reckon wrong option. Here it is.
You would have gone Carter?
Should have gone that way, yep.
Or Sudich.
And a throw into South Adelaide.
So South Adelaide, about 5 minutes of normal time. Acton dispossessed. Morrie does well to regain possession. Carter could have been offside. He's onside. Carter into the box. Good challenge
good
in
tackle.
the end. And that's a corner kick to the Raiders. Beautiful tackle. Had to be precise and was.
Like this game too, Ashford.
Yep.
First corner to the Raiders this half. It's one apiece for the corners, thanks to Green Play Australia.
How you going there, Rob, mate?
Now I'm warming myself up.
So Morrie to take the corner kick for the Raiders. It'll be a right foot out swinger by the look of it. He'll be going against this breeze because it's going from east to west. She couldn't beat the first man, but it's come fortuitously to Sudich. Should go back to Morrie. Does so. Morrie now chips it into the box. Swirling. Had to be tipped over. Zacharopoulos had to deal with it and dealt with it well. Have a look at that on the replay. That was swirling, dipping. Zacharopoulos did very well in the end. Good save. So goal attempted, save, all in the one. So take two. Short corner, Sudic, back to Murray. Murray chips it near post. Zacharopoulos right behind this one.
So he'll boot this one into attack.
Maybe not.
No, he decides to throw it. Carmichael's captain, Sam Carmichael, looking for Wooding. He's had a good game too, Wooding. Okello Phillip. Wooding.
Nudge in the back.
Gee, he doesn't give up, doesn't he? Well done, Wooding. Really trying to push his side into this game. Carmichael got it over towards Conroy. Back to Wooding. It's a funny looking pass. Effective though. Charts. Loses out though, Harpers. Well done. Raiders are going to attack. Carter. Can he run onto it? Oh, well done again. Ashwood.
It's played well.
Only as far as Maury. Wilkie. Maury. Left side.
Well done, Sudic.
Overlap. Who's that? Sudic.
Sudic, yep.
Sudic with the ball. Chance to put the nail in the coffin. And he does. He does. And it's Raiders will win this game. They are leading 3-1.
Right in the 87th minute too. Well, that was a good build-up play there. Plenty of Raiders players involved in it. Maury, beautiful overlapping run to Sudic. Sudic thought about it, had options, wanted to do it himself, did it himself. And the goalkeeper there, not much of a chance, unfortunately. Probably asking questions of his defenders. This will give us a better angle of what's going on. Sudic one way, then the other. Parker there. Lumbussel coming late. Gee, went through a few feet.
Yeah, he didn't see it, didn't he?
Keeper could have asked, and he's got the hands in the air. Zacharopoulos, fellas, what were you doing? 3-1 Raiders. That's it. Game, set, and match, you'd imagine.
87th, was it? 88th?
87th.
87th.
So, Bomber, do you want to do the man of the match down there, mate?
So the ball's with Raiders.
Wilkie again.
Over the sideline, it's over the goal line, sorry, it is a corner kick. So it is on the far side. It'll be Maury to take it.
Are we doing it today or not?
Yes.
Well, that means
I'll go down. Who we got? Who we're choosing? Maybe Josh Murray, who's taking this corner, will be up there in the man of the match status. He'll swing it around. He's trying to find Okello Phillip or Kamara. I think it's Kamara, so he runs back. Throws it out. South Adelaide worked hard. They had a man sent off in the 28th minute mark in Jake Carmichael. Just couldn't get back into this game. Almost got there, 2-1 down. But certainly Raiders a few minutes ago putting their goal to make it 3-1.
I seem to like Josh Murray's game today. I think he was there with everything. He had a goal. He's done an assist.
He'll be up there. Is that Murray with the ball now? Looks up for support, and that goes over the sideline for a throw-in. He'll certainly be up there, Bomber.
Yep.
Murray, there's a few other players that have played pretty well. A couple of players from South Adelaide. Ashwood at the back there. He's done well. The throw-in taken. Acton's played well, so Sudic trying to get to it, but he's conceded the free kick. So free kick to South Adelaide. Zacharopoulos will come out and take it. Just over 90 minutes now played. That's on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard. As you see, it is Raiders leading 3-1 against South Adelaide as it's cleared. Blafari up there too, Bomber, I think in the best players. In the back line, certainly played well.
He's given his mic to me, Rob. I'm back on here.
Yep. Who are you leaning towards, Paul? I'm leaning more towards Josh Murray. Blafari's played well.
Yeah, I think Murray's probably been most consistent. Blafari's been consistent, but that's his job back there, Rob.
Yes.
So I think young Josh Murray
will get the nod.
Been the target man, yeah. Just going to go off there for a sec, Rob.
Yep, as it goes into attack. Gee, it's almost an own goal there. I think it came off a... No, it's come off a South Adelaide player. Look at the replay. Hard to tell, but yeah, somebody got up there. It might have been Carmichael. And a goal kick to Raiders deep in this second half. As it goes out left-hand side of the park, Sudic looking for Wilkie. Backheaded there by Parker, but mopped up again by Sudic. He's been on fire since he's come on. He scored a goal. Ends up with Conroy. Zachariopoulos has to get rid of it. Does so. Just in front of our commentary position. It'll be Maury, the man of the match. Lets it for Acton. He's played well as well. And he'll look for a player. Back to Murray. Kept it in. No, he didn't. So he goes out towards Pollock. Up in the air goes Blafari. Wilkie's there. A little nudge out there by Labasso. Labasso works hard, did well, goes back to his keeper in Zachariopoulos. Just over 2 minutes played in time on. Green Play Australia time clock. Might be up to 94. About 4 minutes of time on, possibly.
Can't hear that wind down here. I think it's just up there that you're getting the wind, mate.
Possibly, yeah. Typical.
Down here it's nice.
It might come down. As it goes to, is that Carter? Carter with a chance to make it. He cuts it back. No one's there though. Should have gone on his own, I thought, and cracked it. They decided to go back, but the referee has called it halts here at O'Sullivan Beach Complex, and Raiders have come up winners. 3-1 over South Adelaide. So congratulations to the guys in red. Good hard-fought game, and South Adelaide certainly reduced to 10 men after 28 minutes. Carmichael being sent off, but Raiders in the end just too good. We have Paul just setting up at the moment for Josh Murray winning our Man of the Match award, and we'll cross over to Paul Palazzari in a second as he turns his mic on. He's trying to turn his mic on.
Mic's on, but it's got a 7-second delay. I'm here with the Claymore Wines Green Play Australia Man of the Match, Josh Murray. Firstly, Josh, congratulations. And how hard were those conditions out here tonight?
It's always hard coming out to South Adelaide. I guess the wind, the boys always a high press, and it's a physical game. But I think we took it to them, and we stuck to our game plan, and we executed it well. Did the game plan change when South Adelaide went down to 10? What was said at half time? I guess it was just to keep the same message going and keep going forward, quicker with the ball, more intensity. We started off a bit shaky, but we really got a hold of the game once we went down to 10 men, and I thought we dominated it. We had a good 10-minute spell where we were probably off the pace and they scored, but I thought we kept the tempo up and really gave it to them. And what about yourself? A bit of a target man there, yourself, and is it who we got? Carter, yeah. Are you the main man up there? Well, they always seem to be using you a lot today. Nah, I mean, I'm just playing to my game and playing the way Kuzi wants me to play a simple game and get him behind. And we're really using it, I guess, and I'm loving it. I'm loving playing at Raiders. It's a great club and getting the most out of me, I guess. So I couldn't complain at all, to be honest. Is the majority of the boys that got promoted in the squad, or you've obviously recruited a bit, but the majority of your boys, the coach has got faith in you for this season? Yeah, I think most of us say there's a few that retired, but generally we kept the same squad, and we obviously included a few good players, and that's really helped us, getting into the season. So, yeah, no, I couldn't be happier. It's a great bunch of boys, and hopefully upwards the rest of the season, I guess. And what's the plan, Josh? Do you think it's survival, or do you think you can make an impact in this league? Definitely not about survival. We definitely can shake it up, and we've got the players to do so. So no complacency, no just wanting to stay up. It's definitely going for that top 6 and finals position, definitely.
Rob, up to you, brother.
Yeah, it looks like you're enjoying yourself. I mean, whatever happened last year happened with yourself. You went to Raiders halfway through, but you're looking really good out there and enjoying yourself. It's good to see.
Yeah, no, I couldn't complain. Yeah, I've enjoyed football a lot more coming here, and it's got a lot of pressure off myself as well. So I'm just playing my game and sticking to what I do good.
And Nicky Kuzman, the coach, how's he going? You know, I mean, it's a good player. I saw him before the game. Game with the lineups, no problem, but certainly a likeable person.
Yeah, fantastic guy, fantastic coach, and he's got our game plan, and we've just got to keep working to it and keep improving each week. So the better we get, the higher up the ladder we're going to go.
Josh, can I ask you, playing under your dad and playing not under your dad, what do you prefer? Is it too much pressure, father-son in the same setup, or you prefer being away from your dad as a coach?
Look, dad as a coach, I couldn't complain. He's a fantastic coach, and the pressure really wasn't there from him. It was probably I put myself under a lot of pressure being under my dad, and I got to deal with that, I guess. And coming here, a lot of pressure did come off me, but I still want to do the best I can. I still put pressure on myself, but it's probably a little bit of a more relaxed me instead of always having to perform, scrutiny under my dad, I guess. But yeah, I couldn't complain being a Raiders. I love it.
Where is he tonight?
He came.
He did? Oh.
Yeah, he did come. He's enjoying his break, and he's like coming out watching me. So.
Oh, because he must be in the car because he was watching it on the Facebook page.
Josh, I just want to ask you, not so much pressure from your dad. What about peer group pressure? The old, he's only playing him because he's his son and all that sort of stuff. Does that get into your mind at all?
It did a little bit, but not really. I mean,
it's a pass.
People are going to say that. I don't really care at all, to be honest. People are going to say what they want. I couldn't care. So that's who I am. So I play how I play. And
is it just me, boys, or does he just keeps walking away from me? We're getting to the halfway line.
He's cold like me.
Get inside, Josh. Well done.
Well done, Josh.
I think he's cut me off anyway. Have you cut me off?
No, I haven't cut you off.
I can't hear that. Anyway, Josh, get in there and enjoy. Congratulations.
Thanks, boys. Thank you.
Well done, Josh Murray, winning our Claymore Wines Man of the Match award here at the O'Sullivan Beach Complex. Certainly played a great game there, and walking off there with Paul Pellizzari. So the green play, no, it's the Claymore Wines Man of the Match, it is. Green play do the time clock, score updates, and the stats. So I'm pretty sure, and he'll get that prize, and we'll work it out in a couple of weeks' time. So at the O'Sullivan Beach Complex, big game here today. South Adelaide Raiders running out winners, 3-1 against South Adelaide Bomb. I'm not sure if you got your ears on, you got the microphone back, if you want to go through the stats. He hasn't got it yet. So wait for Bomber to do the stats as Paul Pellizzari is coming back up here. Big game, interesting game. Good win by the Raiders, 3-1 against South Adelaide. Goal scorer for the Raiders in the 40th minute mark, Jake Monaco. A little bit of deflection into the back of the net.
I hope you can hear me now.
Josh Murray, yeah, I'll get you in a minute, boy. Josh Murray scoring in the 51st minute mark, and Yasman Sulic in the 87th. Not forgetting Donny Pollock scoring in the 76th minute through a penalty. Bomber, if you want to go through the stats.
Yeah, so for the stats, thanks to Green Play Australia, and it was shots on goal, it was South Adelaide 3, shots off goal, South Adelaide 3, shots attempted was none, saves was South Adelaide making 6 saves, foul count, it was South Adelaide making 11 fouls, in the offside, no offsides to speak of, and corners, it was 2 corners in for South Adelaide. For the Raiders, it was 10 shots on goal. For the Raiders, shots off target, it was for 2. No shots attempted, 5 saves made, and for the foul count, it was big foul counts, 18 fouls conceded. Offsides, it was 5 offsides. Corners, it was 8 corners. Those stats are brought to you by Greenplay Australia.
Okay, we're just going to just about wrap it up here at the O'Sullivan's Beach Complex. NPL SA Round 2. It was proudly brought to you by Peeler. Very windy conditions down here.
So you're telling me the wind's only up here?
No, it was down there, but not as hard,
Sure.
not as ferocious as we're getting it up here. It is full time, and Raiders running our victors here. 3-1 over South Adelaide. South Adelaide down to 10 men from the 28-minute mark of the first half, so always up against it, poor old South Adelaide. But they did well, and there were patches there where you thought they were just going to get back into the game and maybe steal a point, but it wasn't to be. Raiders very strong on this occasion, so they've run out victors, 3-1. Now, have we got those scores from other grounds before we wrap up?
In the Premier League, it was Olympic 3 defeating Metro Stars. One good win there by Olympic, 2 in a row. Campbelltown 4-3 over Adelaide United. They were 4-1 up. United came back a little bit to make it 4-3 though. Croydon Kings 2 wins in a row as well. Croydon Kings 1, West Adelaide 0. In the State League, Fulham 1, Burkala 0. That's progress score. Seaford 0-0 against Sturt Line. Where did they get 4-3?
Where?
I'm pretty sure Superman gave me 4-3 in that game. Anyhow, White City 1, Adelaide Victory 0, Western Strikers 0, Modbury Jets 1. Check the Seaford and Sturt Lions. That could be wrong.
Well, that's about it from the LSA live streaming access team here at O'Sullivan's Beach Complex. We've got to thank South Adelaide for all their hospitality out here today, and erecting this great statue here for us to call the game for you. Beautiful vision, no poles in the way here, thank God. It was a very good viewing experience. Hope you enjoyed it. Rob, you got a quick one?
Yeah, just quickly, tomorrow night it's Adelaide Commons against Parahoods at Jack Smith Park, Burkala's ground, 8:15 kickoff. Blue Eagles against Adelaide City, that's a good game too, at Martin Sports Complex, 8:15 kickoff. Excellent, we hope you've enjoyed it from the complete LSA team. Chappie out there, he's not sweating anymore, no one's sweating in this. Smiling.
He certainly is. Young Pete down there, Bomber and Jimbo downstairs where it's nice and warm.
I'm going downstairs.
From your commentators Rob Peppicelli and Paul Pilizzari, we'll catch you next week on the live stream Australia Access.
So why do RAA members enjoy that winning feeling?
Well, because having access to a range of trusted products gives them peace of mind. And the more RAA products they have, the more they save. And they get discounts at a huge range of events and retail partners. And they feel good about RAA community programs and sponsorships.
You guys don't miss a thing, do you?
It's all part of how we do more for our members and for South Australia.